What's up, guys? Trey Matthews here, the play-by-play announcer between the Sun Devils and the Liberty University Flames. We are just a few moments away from puck drop, so don't go anywhere here on Inferno Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It's hockey time for day 3 of the ACHA National Tournament. It's the quarterfinals to see who moves on and who goes home. It's the number 10 Arizona State University Sun Devils and the number 1 Liberty University Lady Flames ready to duke it out. Welcome into the Inferno Radio broadcast booth, everybody, here at the St. Louis Blues practice facility. I'm Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. Once again, win or go home for this Sun Devils program, as they'll have a bit of a challenge once again going up against the top-seeded Flames team. But the Sun Devils, they've been underdogs for most of the tournament. In round 1 against the Adrian College Bulldogs, unfortunately, they came on the losing end, getting shut out. But in yesterday's matchup against Maryville University, a team that they split the season series with, they came away victorious in overtime, and it was the story of special teams capitalizing on the power play goals. Quinn Etinger is back in net for the Sun Devils in the north side of the rink. Alexandra Keith in the south part for the Liberty University Flames. It's hockey time here in St. Louis for the ACHA National Tournament quarterfinals. On the near side, Sun Devils in maroon will be working from left to right. Flames in white, right to left. Murphy tries to shovel the puck out. Now back into neutral ice. Here come the Flames at Spanier. Spanier takes it over to the right wing faceoff circle, drops it on back. Over to the left point, couple steps in for Glenn. Glenn lets a shot rip, held on to by Quinn Etinger, the netminder for the Sun Devils. That's her first save, 19:32 remaining in the first period of play, just underway here in St. Louis. Let's talk about Quinn Etinger. She is my personal MVP for this Sun Devils team during the playoffs. So far, she has played in the first 2 games against Adrian and Maryville. She has seen 97 save attempts and made 90 saves, giving her a save percentage of .928. Talk about carrying the team on your back, as she has bailed out her team more times than not. Spinning over to the near side, still in the attacking end for Liberty University. Up top, looking to reset the offense is Carl. Squirts back into neutral ice for Glenn. Glenn collects it on her stick. Martin on the near side, in front of the penalty boxes, trying to work from left to right. Dumping on in is Platson. Sun Devils have had trouble controlling their offensive tempo for most of the tournament. They started to get it going when they were on the power play, but they cannot rely on special teams to bail them out. As icing is assessed, so we head back into the north side of the rink with 18:52 remaining in the first period of play. Still no score on Inferno Radio. Faceoff coming on the left wing faceoff circle. In the attacking end for the Flames. Near side for Adamick. Adamick passing it down low. Tries to redirect it alongside with Truder, who is hanging in front of Etinger, and it comes up empty. Puck glides back into the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Martin comes swarming in on the forecheck, taking it below the goal line of Keith. Left side half wall. Batting it down, squirts back into neutral ice. Lush tries to keep it on sides, unable to do so. Playing in front of the benches, dropping on back to the Flames, trying to work from right to left. Now here comes Sauerhour on the far side part of the boards, and it dribbles below the goal line into the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Fleming tries to scoot the puck up ahead, battling between her and Oakes. Now here comes Fleming, looking for that open sheet of ice, and she gets negated by Oakes. Excellent defensive play by Liberty University. Below the goal line, over to the near side faceoff circle, up top for Jarvis. Jarvis fires it on down. Squirts over to the left side half wall onto the far side faceoff circle. Trying to chip the puck on loose is Sammy Lush. 17:48 remaining in the first period of play. Still no score. Jarvis at the point. Lets a clapper go. Dies out in front. Great defense by Battles. Rims it around. Liberty University trying to work from right to left. Pass intended for Battles. And here we go. Battles all alone. Looking for the backhander attempt. What a save by Etinger. She was not going to get full there. $1 million move, only a 50-cent finish for Haley Battles. As we go for a line change for the Flames. Now, Haley Battles is definitely someone you do not want to take lightly. She leads this Liberty program in goals with 16 and also points with 22. Carl, left point, lets one rip. Waffle boarded away by Etinger as that flutters into the safety netting here in St. Louis. 17:23 remaining in the first period of play. Still no score. Face-off coming on the stick side, left wing side in the attacking end for Liberty University in the north side of the rink. It's Truder and Murphy. Murphy wins the draw. Now here comes Satera. Satera shovels the puck over to her captain, Ketchum. Ketchum fiddling with it, lost control of it, dropping on back to her Anchorage Alaskan teammate in Berkeley Radcliffe. Radcliffe scoots it up ahead to Satera, and Satera got a little too antsy alongside with Ketchum, and offsides is called, so we head back into neutral ice for a face-off. 17:08 remaining in the first period of play. Murphy and Beauchamp will do the face-off. It is drawn, goes back to Liberty University and their defensive end. Far side part of the board, Satera comes swarming on in to pop the puck on free. Over to Radcliffe, one of the alternate captains. Pitching up ahead to Satera. Satera still dancing around in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Backhander pass over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe tries to scoot it up the sheet of ice to her Anchorage Alaskan buddy in Ketchum. Near side, here comes Ziefel. Ziefel storming up ahead. Left side half wall. Dropping on back to Adamick. Adamick passing over to her right. Unwinds for a shot and held on to by Eatinger. Rifled, and it couldn't go between the 5-hole. 16:36 remaining in the first period of play here on Inferno Radio. Thank you for tuning in. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. Face-off on the right wing side. Far circle. In the attack again for Liberty University. Goes below the goal line. Up top, lets one rip. Died out in front. Now here comes Craig. Craig over to Martin. Near side. Martin takes it up to the blue line, but no further. Dump and chase attempt. Below the goal line. Greeted by Glenn. Looking for their first shot. Platson lets one rip. Died out in front. There on the rebound is Martin. Near side part of the boards. Saucers it back into neutral ice. Platson collects it on her twig on the near side faceoff circle in the attacking end for Liberty University. Sun Devils looking to work left to right on your radio dial. Craig drops it on back to the trailer. Martin tries to pitch it up ahead. Pass intended for Brydell, and it's intercepted by Liberty University. Now here comes Truder. Truder onto the far side corner. Trying to center out in front. Nobody was home for the Flames. Banks off the boards. Craig over to Polston. Polston chugging up ahead. Near side faceoff circle. Takes it below the goal line. Tries to center off with Fleming, the leading goal scorer for the Sun Devils at the conclusion of the regular season. And it leaks back into neutral ice. Jarvis takes up to the red line, but no further. Dump and chase attempt alongside with Polston. Polston banks off the boards below the goal line. Near side corner, wrestling for it. 15:20 remaining in the first period play. Turnaround shot, tries to stick it out in front, and Keith makes the save. Golden opportunity for Ring and also Fleming to try to knock it on in, and the Sun Devils get handcuffed. We already met Quinn Eatinger early on, but let's meet Alexandra Keith, the starting netminder for the Flames. At the conclusion of the regular season, she appeared in 16 games, had a record of 12-1-2, a goals against average of 1.37, a save percentage of .936, and recorded one shutout. Sun Devils definitely playing a little more aggressive in this matchup, as this is their third straight game, as this is the first game of the tournament for Liberty University. Pillowed away, there on the rebound. What a save by Eatinger as she lands on her back to scoot it away. Quinn Eatinger gobbling it up once again into neutral ice. Now here comes Lavelle. Lavelle takes it just past the blue line. Greeted by Adamick, who pops the puck on free. Goes below the goal line for Peebles. Near circle for Ziefel in the defensive end for Liberty University. The Flames trying to work right to left on your radio dial. Pitches up ahead. Here comes Zosha. Far side faceoff circle. Right side half wall. Lavelle pops the puck on free. Knifing at it. And here comes Messenbrink. Messenbrink can't get control of the puck, and icing is assessed with 14:16 remaining in the first period of play. So we head down to the other side of the rink for a face-off. Still no score here on Inferno Radio. Face-off going to come on the glove side of Quinn Eatinger. Messenbrink looking to win the draw. She does so. Olsen wrestling for it. Right side half wall. Too many Sun Devils in the slot with the shot attempt. Waffle boarded away by Quinn Eatinger. Below the goal line, leaves the attack again, leaks back into neutral ice for Carl. Carl over to Glenn, tape-to-tape pass on the near side. Glenn takes it up to the blue line, but no further. Rifles it down below the goal line. Radcliffe trying to collect it onto the far side corner. Still in the defensive end in the north side of the rink for the Sun Devils. Wrestling for it alongside with Murphy. Near side corner, left side half wall. Satera bobbles the puck back into neutral ice. And the Flames dump it on in. They elect to go for a change. Near side corner, spinning it around. Left side half wall. Playing a game of hot potato with the puck. Goes back to Satera. Satera near side. Takes it up to the red line. And she was greeted by Oakes. And once again, the Sun Devils ice the puck. Don't know about that one. I felt as though Satera got to the hash marks in time as we head back down to the other side of the rink for a face-off. 13:22 remaining in the first period of play. Still nothing on the scoreboard here on Inferno Radio. Face-off coming on the right wing side, and the attack again for Liberty University. Winning the draw was Beauchamp. Below the goal line for Radcliffe. Radcliffe circles it around over to Satera on the near side. Back into neutral ice. Peebles unwinds for a shot. Goes below the goal line. Hustling on in is Fossell. Fossell below the goal line into the trapezoid area. Near side half wall. Satera battling alongside with Adamick. Banks it off the boards. Bodies hitting the floor. Murphy goes crashing down onto the rink in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Adamick taking her time onto the left point side. Putting on the brakes is Fussy. Over to Glenn. Glenn rifling it on down, and it just skeeters off the equipment of Eatinger. Here comes Messenbrink. Messenbrink with the shot attempt on Keith. Easy save for the netminder for the Flames to stop action with 12:31 remaining in the first period of play. The Sun Devils did not play the Flames this season. However, last year, it did not go too well. The first game, they lost 10-2, and Keith was actually in net for that game. And then the second game, they lost 8-2. Fun fact, those two games were played at the now demolished Oceanside Ice Arena. Face-off on the glove side of Keith, and the attack again for the Sun Devils. Up top for Platson. Platson rifles it below the goal line. Circles it around over to Brydell. Brydell trying to get a twig on it. Left side half wall, far side face-off circle. Carl taking her leisure time with it. Into the trapezoid area below her netminder of Keith. Redirected by the Sun Devils. That's Craig up top. Martin, near side face-off circle. Unwinds for a shot, and it's redirected out front. Doesn't even reach Keith. Coons controls the rebound onto the far side face-off circle. Left wing side. Goes below the goal line. Spun around over to the near side corner. Trying to chip the puck on loose. Craig goes tumbling on down to the ground. We still play on. Flutters it around. Here comes Adamick. Adamick, far side faceoff circle, tries to put the moves on Platson, and Platson would not be fooled. Adamick has no choice but to take it over to the near side corner to try to reset this offense. Pops the puck on free from Platson. Platson controls it once again. Martin trying to kick it on loose. 11:20 remaining in the first period of play. Craig hustling for it, gets taken down onto the ground by Adamick. That's Zasha Adamick. There are two Adamicks on this team. Zasha Adamick wears number 11, and Sophia Adamick wears number 6. Below the goal line of Eatinger, trying to keep her head on a swivel. Up top, lets one rip. Excellent defense by Craig. Return to sender as the puck flies back into neutral ice. Now back in the defensive end for Liberty University. Now this could be trouble. Here comes Glenn, near side faceoff circle. Dropping on back to the trailer Spanier, and the Sun Devils get back in the nick of time to bother the attack attempt. Over to the near side corner. Up ahead to Ring. Ring penetrating on in. High slot, and bounces over to Keith, and she makes the trapper save. 10:39 remaining in the first period of play. Still goose eggs on the board. Face-off coming on the glove side of Keith, and the attack again for the Sun Devils. Of all the 3 games that the Sun Devils have played in so far in the ACHA tournament, this is by far their best start. Coming out with energy, and they're actually getting some decent looks on Keith. Paddled away by Eatinger. Lush circling it around over to the near side. Her Fleming trying to work from left to right. Back into neutral ice for Adamick. Adamick dumps it on in at the red line. Below the goal line for Lush once again, far side. Tries to tip it ahead to Fleming, and it skitters off of her stick, and icing is assessed. 10:08 remaining in the first period of play. We head back down to the other side of the rink. Liberty University, what more can I say? 26-2-1 during the ACHA tournament games dating back to March 2024. Liberty has won 6 ACHA titles, 2015, 2018, 2019. 2020 was canceled, but I'm sure they were the favorites in that one as well. 2021, 2022, and just last year in 2023, it's going to take a lot to dethrone them. Puck flies back into the defense man for Liberty University. Carl collects it on the near side faceoff circle. Trying to work from right to left. Now, team reporter Chase Beardsley spoke with Sam Murphy post-game yesterday and said that Sam Murphy has a friend that plays on Liberty University. Don't know who specifically. Offsides call. We head back into neutral ice. But Liberty University is actually a little bit nervous for the Sun Devils team because, like I said early on in the broadcast, the Sun Devils have already played 2 games, and this is the first game of the tournament for Liberty University. And in my personal opinion, usually a couple of bye games makes you a tad bit rusty, whereas you're facing a team that's coming off a win and has some decent momentum their way. But we'll see what happens. Up top for Stretch. Tries to battle it down low into the slot. Stretch controls the rebound. Tries to redirect it out in front. And Itiker can't find it. Goes below the goal line. And the Sun Devils tight rope out of that snafu. A little more than halfway done with period number 1. 9:15 remaining. Far side part of the boards. Back into the stick possession of Oaks. Skeeters off the paddle of Battles. Spins it around over to Ketchum. Onto the far side part of the board, still in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Now here comes Lavelle. Lavelle has the puck popped on free. Over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe. Far side faceoff circle for Coons. Neutral ice. And the puck is rifled back deep into the north side of the rink, the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Radcliffe controlling it on her twig. Knocks it off the stick of Adamek. Now here comes Murphy trying to go off and running, and Murphy gets taken down to the ground. Referee's hand goes up in the air, and that will be a penalty. All right, no, I beg your pardon. Offsides warning is assessed. We play on. Thought a penalty would be assessed to Liberty University, but they touched up the puck and nothing doing. 8:13 remaining in the first period of play. Here comes Craig, speed to burn. She got the party started in yesterday's game against Maryville on the power play. Has no choice but to maneuver puck back into neutral ice. Platson clears it back into the defenseman for Liberty University. Now here comes Glenn. Glenn near side, putting the moves on. Greeted by a bunch of Sun Devils players, including Coons and Craig, and they knock her off the puck. 7:45 remaining in the first period of play. Unwinds for a shot. And Stretch gets shut down by the Sun Devils. No momentum on her side. Right point, Clapper, held on to by Quinn Eatinger. What a save by Quinny right there. That's my MVP for this ACHA tournament. 7:37 remaining in the first period of play, as Quinn is getting some much deserved love from her teammates. Last time Liberty University lost in the ACHA tournament was March 19th, 2017. It's been a while. But the Sun Devils, all they got to think is, why not us? They got to lose during the ACHA tournament at some point. Why can't we be the ones that dethrone them? Near side, and it just grazes the trapper of Eatinger as the puck rifles back into neutral ice. Everyone from Liberty has to come back and reset. Ring takes it just past the red line, up to the blue line, but no further. Liberty University looking to reset. That's Battles on the near side. Back over to Jarvis. Jarvis at the red line, playing a game of catch with Olsen. Olsen unable to penetrate deep into the attack again. Swipes it from Beauchamp. Goes below the goal line. 6:45 remaining in the first period of play. Left side half wall. Liberty University saucers the puck back into neutral ice. Peeling on back and getting it is Fossell. Fossell tries to stretch it up ahead to Olsen. Olsen, far side faceoff circle, trying to go deep into the slot. Kicked away by a bunch of Liberty University players in white. Now here come the Lady Flames. Beauchamp takes it up to the blue line, but no further, dumps it on in. Ettinger lands onto the puck. Does stop action with 6:22 remaining in the first period. Liberty University seems more human this year, and they were riding a 50-plus game winning streak. And like I just said, they had cooled off this season to their standards. They finished the season with a record of 21-5-1. Now here comes Satera, speed to burn. She's looked much faster in this tournament. Far side faceoff circle, greeted by Glenn. Tries to pass it deep into the slot. Nobody was home in maroon. Back into neutral ice. Here comes Glover, near side faceoff circle, left wing side. Working from right to left. Now the Sun Devils look to take it left to right. Glenn with the shot attempt onto the left point. Nothing doing. Goes below the goal line. Tries to center off. Back over to Murphy. Murphy trying to play a game of catch alongside with Ratcliffe. Murphy over to Satera. Satera comes up the gut. Just past the red line. Dumps it on in. Carl takes her leisure time with it. Stretches it up ahead over to the far side part of the boards. Swiped away by Martin. Excellent defense. Trying to pass it deep into the slot with Craig, and it missed everything. Near side for Platson. Platson chugging for the puck in the defensive end. Pitching up ahead to Martin. Martin taps it up ahead to Brydell. Brydell takes it just past the blue line. Near side faceoff circle, battling alongside with Oakes, and Oakes wins the battle. Here comes Spanier. Spanier greeted by a bunch of Sun Devils in maroon. Sun Devils defense much better in Game 3 of the ACHA tournament. Pass 10 for Craig. In a bit of a snafu, can't find it. Back over to Coons. Coons lost control of it momentarily. And she tight ropes out of that situation. Neutralized for Craig. Sun Devils getting smothered right now. Left point for Platson. Platson, far side faceoff circle. Unwinds for a shot. Excellent defense by Carl. Goes below the goal line. 4:30 remaining in the first period of play. Near side corner. Tries to center it off. And nobody was there but Keith and her trapper. Lands onto it. Stops action with 4:23 remaining in the first period of play. Two players that the Sun Devils need to keep an eye on are Haley Battles and Madison Glenn. They were both named to the ACHA All-Athletics second team. Face off on the glove side of Keith, right wing. In the attacking end for the Sun Devils in the south part of the rink. Martin and Truder do the face-off. Near side. Jarvis wrestling forward alongside with Martin. Near side for Truder. Truder tries to drop it on back. Reaches the stick of Fleming. Searching for it is Peebles. Lost control of it. Still in the attack again. Truder, right side half wall. Far side faceoff circle. Dropping on back for Peebles. Peebles unwinds for a shot. Excellent defense by Polson. As Chase Beardsley would say, that's Polson power. Defense edition. Below the goal line. Swarming in on the forecheck is Fossell. Pops the puck on free alongside with Lush. Ring. Left side half wall still in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Now here comes Spanier. Spanier into the high slot. Sun Devils there defensively once again to slap the puck on free. Near side for Battles. Goes off the leg pads of Ettinger. We play on. Far side half wall, dropping on back to Radcliffe. 3:15 remaining in the first period of play. Neutral ice for Oakes at the red line. In front of the benches once again. Far side faceoff circle, unwinds for a shot. And it just skitters off the body of Ettinger as it flutters over to the near side half wall. Sun Devils look to shovel it on out. And getting there in plenty of time was Peebles as icing is a Seth. So we head back down into the attack again for Liberty University with 2:54 remaining in the first period of play. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Bunch of goose eggs. Let's see who can light the lamp first. Face off on the near side face-off circle. Stick side of Ettinger. Up top for Glenn. Glenn passing over to Carl. Glenn, top of the point. Lets the shot rip, and it bounces off of the chest protector of Quinn Etinger into the safety netting. Stops action. 2:43 remaining in the first period of play. Face-off coming on the stick side. Left wing side in the attack again for Liberty University. Drops on back to Carl with the one-timer shot by Glenn. Stopped by Etinger, but we still play on. Turnaround shot once again. Dies out in front. Left side half wall. Ziefel unable to do anything with it. Glenn left point. Pitches the puck down low with the shot attempt. And that came off the stick of Fussy. And Quinn Etinger, what more can I say? Playing strong once again. 3 straight games. And I'm sure one of the X factors going into this matchup is Quinn Etinger up for the challenge, because fatigue does play a factor when you're facing all these shots and trying to carry the team on your back. And it looks like she's more than up for the challenge. It's game time. Weak shot off the stick of Adamick, and Etinger makes the easy leg pad save. Craig tries to drop it on back. Back over to Adamick. In the defensive end for Liberty University, trying to work from right to left. Defensive end for Hannah Coons, tries to pitch it up ahead to Brydell. Near side, Coons. Left side half wall. Sour Hour out to the left point. Right side half wall, still in the defensive end for the Sun Devils in maroon. Charging up ahead. Dribbles back over to Peoples. Peoples unwinds for a shot, and it dies out in front as Etinger makes another save. We have a $1:38 remaining in the first period of play. Still nothing on the scoreboard here on Inferno Radio. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. Liberty University elects to go for a change. Face-off coming on the glove side, right wing side of Etinger. Referees blow their whistle. We're going to have to try this face-off again. Spanier and Ring do the face-off. And Ring gets the tie-up. Right side corner. Spits it over to the right side half wall. Puck is jammed. 1:28 remaining in the first period of play. Referees blow their whistle to stop action. Etinger has faced more shots, but it hasn't been a walk in the park for Keith, as the Sun Devils have played much better offensively in this game. Glenn, left point, and it redirects over to the far side corner. That looked a little dangerous. Shot attempt once again, misses everything on the short side. Glenn, left point, kicks it on down to Adamick. Up top for Glenn once again. Glenn with the shot attempt and fires it over into the chest protector of Quinn Etinger. Baseball season is among us, and Quinn makes the baseball save. 1:06 remaining in the first period. Still a bunch of goose eggs on the board. Face off on the right wing side. Murphy drops on back to Radcliffe below the goal line. Right side half wall. We have 1 minute remaining in this period. Full pressure by Liberty University. Up top for Oaks. She in once for a shot, and you can hear the oohs and the ahs of the crowd here at St. Louis. That was close. Murphy, far side board. Sun Devils have got to clear it. They're able to do so. Some tired bodies for Lindsay Ellis' squad. Radcliffe pitches up ahead to Craig. Craig looking for an opening. Goes back to Oaks. Oaks backhands the puck just past the red line. Near side. Here comes Ziefel. Ziefel stopped in her tracks by Martin. Bounces the puck over to the far side half wall for Craig. Craig below the goal line. The captain, Jill Ketchum, banks it off the boards. Over to Truder. Offsides is called. 16.5 seconds remaining in the first period of play. Couple of goose eggs still on the board. Who's going to crack it? Lindsay Ellis' squad goes for a change. We'll get a face-off in neutral ice in front of the Sun Devil bench. Glenn, near side in front of the penalty boxes. Over to Sour Hour. Sour Hour drops on back to Carl. Over to the right point. Reaches the stick of Platson. Platson banks it off the glass, Up top for Sour Hour. Triple zeros have hit the board, and that's all she wrote for the first period. I know the Sun Devils did not score in this period, but one heck of an effort from Lindsay Ellis' squad. They're playing with a sense of desperation, and that momentum from the previous game against Maryville is leaking over into this matchup for Liberty University. And all hands are needed on deck if they want to dethrone the top team in the nation. There's still more hockey to be played. We got 40 minutes left. Everyone heads back to the locker room to get replenished, refueled, and rehydrated. I will step aside here on Inferno Radio. Please enjoy this interview between freshman Hannah Coons and team reporter Chase Beardsley. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. I will see you at the beginning of the second period. Still no score on Inferno Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another prospect interview. Today, I am super excited to bring you my interview with Hannah Coons, ASU's newest defenseman. Today, you'll hear a little bit about her personal life, starting from her life in Calgary. That's where she's lived the past couple of years, and she played with the Calgary Fire this past year, including winning a championship recently with the team. An impressive accomplishment with the team. So you'll hear a little bit more about that, why she chose ASU, and a little bit about her journey with hockey. Enjoy the interview. It's a really good one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interview. This time, I have Hannah Coons with me. She is one of the prospects for the ASU women's hockey team. She committed January 2nd. She's a defenseman. Last season, she played for the Calgary Fire along with the Cochrane Chaos. First off, Hannah, how are you doing? How has been your off season so far?
I'm good, thanks. The off season's been good. Training hard every day on the ice, so it's been fun. Good work.
That's great to hear. Do you have any fun plans for the summer? I know, again, it's your first summer before college, a lot of stuff to do.
Me and my family usually go out to BC in the summers, so that's always really fun. And yeah, I'll be probably lifeguarding out there, and then be down in August, start training. So not too much, but
still sounds pretty fun. Never been to BC myself. Hopefully one day I get to that part of the country. But first off, Hannah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you're a Sun Devil recruit, but tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and all that.
So I'm from Calgary, which is in Alberta, kind of above Montana. People don't usually know where that is, just Canada. I grew up here all my life. I've been playing hockey for almost 12 years now. Played pretty much other sports along with it, but I always just kind of stuck to hockey, partially because of maybe my dad and brother played. But yeah, it's always been a good community. Yeah, I just love to play, and I
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you started mentioning a little bit about your hockey. I know hockey is obviously the biggest sport up in Canada, but tell me, how did you start playing? How did your interest kind of grow in hockey?
Well, like I said, my siblings and my dad play hockey, so I'm the youngest, so I was always looking up to them. But I kind of played kind of everything a little bit. I did, I played soccer all the way through, volleyball, rugby. I also did gymnastics, and once I quit gymnastics, my parents were like, well, you have to do something else. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do what my brother and my dad do. So I decided to pick up hockey, and I did not like it at the start. It was a big change from going from wearing a gymnastics leotard to hopping on skates. But yeah, I really love the environment, and I, played boys hockey for a while, but then I decided, I was like, oh, maybe I should switch to girls, which was a good decision. It was great.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting story. I mean, you played the position of defenseman. That's not the first position, I feel like a lot of people that go into hockey really choose. So how did you grow up becoming a defenseman? Why did you choose that position?
I think some of it was, again, with my dad. He plays kind of all positions. He coached me for a while as well. And he always kind of thought that I was a little bit more defensive minded, which also is usually me playing boys hockey, a bit of a safer position when we're doing contact. So I think that also played a bit of a factor. But I also think that a lot of girls in hockey tend to be defensemen due to that fact of growing up, in boys hockey, and they kind of choose a bit what people think is a safer position. And I've tried forward, and everybody kind of gets that opportunity to switch, but I've just always loved setting the plays and seeing the ice. So
Yeah. I gotta ask, what is Calgary like? I know is up in Canada, so not a lot of people have really experienced what it's like. So, what is Calgary like? Tell us a little bit about your city.
Calgary's awesome. I love Calgary. It's quite large. I think we're at like 2 million population now. I don't live in Calgary. I'm a little bit more like suburban country area. So I think that's very different than living in the city. So I grew up kind of farmland and some horses and stuff, but it's really beautiful. And a lot of people think of Canada and they assume that, it's really cold and everything's all like drab, but it is really beautiful. And I'm an hour drive from the Rockies, and we go skiing every day. And no, it's a gorgeous city. It's great. There's lots to do.
Yeah, I gotta ask, like, you mentioned some other sports that you did, and you just mentioned skiing. Do you guys usually ski professionally or competitively, or do you just do it for fun? Like, what's it like to do things out there for fun? Like, what do you do for fun out there?
I assume it's the same. I think it's just proximity to the mountains is, we can just pack in a car and go skiing.
Mhm.
But I think it's probably different because we have more access to it, that more people do ski. Like my best friend professionally skis, which, is not as common in other places because they don't have mountains. But yeah, I don't know. We lots of playing on the ODR and the outdoor rink. So that's what we do in the winters. Every day after school on Fridays, we all hop in the car and either we'll walk or we'll drive over to an outdoor rink. And even up in Banff has some nice ones, like in the mountains. So it's quite pretty and it's super fun. Probably one of my favorite things to do in the winter.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm very jealous of the ODR. I've never skated on one yet. That is on my bucket list, but everyone on the team that is from Canada or Minnesota or anywhere, that's remotely cold, they're always like, "Oh man, it's so fun skating the ODR." And then meanwhile, out in Arizona, you can't really have that, unfortunately. But what was your time like with the Calgary Fire and the Chaos this past season? How do you think your season went?
It was really good, actually. I love playing Calgary Fire. That's kind of our elite program in Calgary. And because of that, there's not there's girls that play hockey, but enough that there's like a small enough community where we all kind of grow up together through this program and through Calgary Fire. So it's really fun to, you play with your teammates and then you play against your friends. And so it's really a good environment. And then because my birthday is a little bit weird and I'm still in high school, so that means that like I age out of like my hockey for U18, but I still have another year to play before I go to ASU. So I played with the junior team out in Cochrane, which was also super fun and super competitive. And it's a completely kind of different environment with new girls that are older. So that was a bit of a change, but it's super fun out there too. Girls hockey across the board tends to have really good community.
Yeah, it's really good to hear. I know that's a huge thing that's being built up here is all the women's hockey, which is great. I mean, obviously, you know about the ASU women's hockey team, but there's a lot of great youth programs for females that are getting built out here. So it's great to hear that Canada is doing the same thing. I got to ask, did you have a favorite hockey team growing up or right now, or a favorite player?
Um, I'm not a bandwagon player, but I've always loved Kel McCarr. I have. I just like how he plays, and as a defenseman, that's just kind of somebody I look up to. But being from Calgary, I cheer for the Flames, so
Yeah,
can't do it.
I didn't want to assume it. But I mean, you have the Calgary Flames. But Cale Makar is a good choice. I mean, I look at him one of the best defensive players in the league. Moving a little bit forward to your commitment to Arizona State. I mean, first question right off the bat, why did you choose Arizona State?
Yeah, I actually get that quite a bit because it is a big move from Canada. It's a massive leap, but my parents actually have a place down in Scottsdale.
Mhm.
So I've been a few times, and then I was also looking for a place where I can get good academics, but I can also continue to play my sport. And at whatever level it is, I just want to continue playing because I love it. And ASU just offered both of that for me, as well as like it's warmer, it's nicer. Like, who doesn't want to live in Arizona? Like, it's beautiful there. I mean, it's a different kind of beautiful compared to like Canada. But it's a good change, and I'm really looking forward to going there. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the team is very lucky to have you, and I'm sure they're looking forward to your arrival here. Um, but I mean, going off that, what are you most looking forward to about living in Arizona? I mean, obviously, as you mentioned, a big change from Canada, but what are you looking forward to the most about living down here?
um I think it's just I'm really excited to meet new people. I think that's the biggest thing for me is just I don't know, I kind of grew up in a smaller community, kind of the country area. There's only so many of us and everyone kind of knows everyone, but I'm just excited to meet just everybody from different backgrounds, and ASU is a big school, and so I feel like there's a lot of people there that, broaden my worldview. And yeah, especially with the hockey team, I feel like that's the girls seem to be very sweet and welcoming. And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm excited to go down.
Yeah, you mentioned some of your new teammates. Have you met any of them yet?
Yeah, I have. I've skated with them a few times, so I've definitely met some of them and some of the girls from the like this season, like rookies this year. I went to ID camp with, so I had met them before.
Okay, that I mean that's great to hear. Bouncing off the whole ASU thing, what's your current major that you chose for Arizona State, or if you are decided, and then what do you want to do with it in the future?
So I am currently in WP Carey for business. I want to go into marketing of some sort, and I'm not sure exactly where it's going to take me. And I originally was in for biomedical and did just switch out to switch my major, but maybe I'll switch back. Maybe I won't. We'll see I don't know, what it kind of brings and if I really like it. And if not, I'll just kind of focus on a different area of study. But
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities here. So even if you switch your degree, I mean, there's a lot here to definitely be proud of. Um, what do you think about the team so far? I mean, obviously a really good, successful last season. Uh, what do you think about the overall team? Have you been following them?
yeah, so I've obviously been following them because I think that's super important. And they have been doing super good this season, which is amazing. And I think that next season they have a lot of new girls coming in, and they seem to be pretty strong as well. And I feel like it's only going uphill for the program, especially with the new arena. It's really going to draw in a lot more attention to the team and to the program. So I can really see it excelling in the next couple of years.
Well, bouncing off that, you mentioned the new arena, Mullet Arena, obviously, and then you also have the Iceplex, which is adjacent to it. Um, was was that a factor in you coming to Arizona State?
I don't think so. I think I would have played at the old rink as well at Oceanside. But I mean it's a bonus. Like, who doesn't want to play at an arena like that? Like, that's amazing. So I think it's more of a bonus than it is a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I got one last question for you, and that is, what are you looking forward to the most about this new season where hopefully you'll be on the team full time? What are you most excited for?
I think I'm really excited to just continue developing and to continue playing. Like, I'm glad I have an opportunity to continue to play a sport that I love, and that has helped me all the way through my life. And I don't have to just give that up because I'm going to university, but it's something I can carry with me into, the next chapter of my life. And it's a consistent part of my life as well that I feel very comfortable in, and I think it's going to push me hard. So I think my skills are definitely going to improve. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate your time, taking your time out to have this little interview with me, and good luck in this upcoming season. Well, I would like to say another thank you to Hannah for taking the time out of her off season to join me on this interview. Again, thank you so much to her. You can check out all the other ASU prospect interviews here on this channel. Make sure you check them all out. And also check out the other interviews I've done with other ASU players. There's always more coming soon. So make sure you check back here for more interviews when they come out. Thanks for watching, and only a couple more weeks till the season starts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another prospect interview. Today, I am
Hey, y'all, welcome back to the start of the second period where it's about to go down. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer here on Inferno Radio on YouTube, as Arizona State is trying to hang in for dear life against the top-seeded Liberty University team. Still nothing on the scoreboard after 20 minutes of play. But I think it's safe to say that the Sun Devils have played their best start to any tournament game they've played up to this point. I know they were scoreless in the first period against Adrian College. However, they did not look like themselves. This time around, they were getting more shots. Their defense seemed a lot better, and they seemed way more confident. And like I said at some point during the first period, the Sun Devils, they got to be thinking, why not us? Why can't we dethrone this Liberty University team who has not lost in the ACHA National Tournament since March 2017, as we're underway to begin the middle period of frame. Sun Devils working from right to left, Liberty left to right on your radio dial. Out in front, kicked away as Adamick was trying her best to look for an opening. 2-on-1 breaking out. Here comes Fleming from Murphy. Back over to Murphy, and that can't reach her stick. Golden opportunity for both Fleming and Murphy to try to get something going, but they get turned aside. Near side, working from left to right, are the Flames of Liberty University. Top of the point for Adamick. Adamick unwinds for a shot, and that goes horribly awry. Turns her hands. That went flying over the crossbar. Carl dumps the puck on in at the red line. Back to Platson. Platson drops on back to Coons. Coons tries to pitch it up ahead to her captain Ketchum, and that missed her twig. And icing is assessed. Getting there in the nick of time, with time to spare, was Carl. And we head back down to the other side of the rink for a faceoff. 19:02 remaining in the second period of play. Just underway in the middle period of action. Faceoff coming on the right wing faceoff circle, in the attack again for Liberty University. Schroeder and Craig did the faceoff. Glenn slides it on down towards the right of Etinger. Goes below the goal line. Wrestling for it. Near side corner, right side half wall. Up top for Glenn on the right point. Lets a clapper go. Tries to redirect it and pillowed away by Etinger. Right side half wall. Slides it up ahead to Ketchum. Ketchum tries to tip it up ahead to Martin. Martin comes swarming on in. Battling on the near side corner alongside with Glenn. Glenn and Glover trying to work her off the puck. And it kicks back to Lush in neutral ice. Now here comes Adamick. Adamick takes it up to the red line, but no further. Elects to go for a change. And that puck raced over to Etinger, and she elects to sit on it to stop action with 18:18 remaining in the first period of play. Face-off coming on the glove side in the attack again for Liberty University. Up top for Peoples. Peoples unwinds for a shot. Too much traffic in the lane as she let it rip from the right point. Wrestling for it. Fleming shovels the puck back into neutral ice. Peoples knocks it back into the attack again for Liberty University, but it's greeted by a bunch of players in maroon sweaters. Fiddling with it in neutral ice. Now here comes Polson. Polson takes it just past the blue line, and it's kicked away by Liberty University on the back check. Near side corner in the north side of the rink for the Sun Devils in their attacking end. Polson comes swarming up ahead. Goes below the goal line into the trapezoid area. Far side corner, right side half wall. Sun Devils looking to set up shop. Squeaks back over to the right point. Peebles collects it on her twig below the goal line of her netminder of Keith. to Fussy on the right side half wall, still in the defensive end for Liberty University. The puck is popped free by Messenbrink, and also Olsen comes swarming in on the forecheck. Near side for Beauchamp, right wing faceoff circle, lets a weak shot go, goes off the equipment of Ettinger, and we still play on into the trapezoid. Kicked on free. Sun Devils look to take it end to end. Here comes Olsen at the red line. Tries to maneuver up ahead, unable to do so. Back over to the trailer of Messenbrink. Far side part of the boards, now back over to Liberty University. And offsides is called, getting a little too antsy with Spanier. Head back into neutral ice for a faceoff with 16:53 remaining in the middle period of frame. Still no score here on Inferno Radio. Faceoff on the near side in front of the penalty boxes, just outside the attacking end for Liberty University. It's Truder and Murphy wins the draw, but it goes back to Liberty University. Dumping on in was Oakes, rims it around the boards, back over to Ketchum. Far side corner for Satera pitches up ahead to her captain Ketchum chugging up ahead. Far side faceoff circle, unwinds for a shot, and it skeeters over to the left side half wall. We still have not seen a penalty assessed in this game as the puck leaks back into the stick possession of Faucel, and she dumps it on in. Line change for Lindsay Ellis' squad. Haley Martin keeps the offensive attack alive for the Sun Devils momentarily. Spins it over to the near side corner, left side half wall. Rifles back into neutral ice, bounces off the wall, far side. Martin collects it at the blue line, dumps it on in. Taking her leisure time with it is Carl into the trapezoid. Circles it around. Puck flies back in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. And Coons collects it on her stick. Puts on the brakes below the netminder of Ettinger. Far side faceoff circle. Tries to pitch it up ahead, and it misses everything as it goes back over to Adamick. Adamick takes it just past the blue line. Near Ettinger. Ettinger collects it with her paddle and lands onto it to stop action with 15:40 remaining in the second period of frame. Still no score. A bunch of goose eggs on the board. Now, I compared this outing that the Sun Devils had to their previous game against Adrian College, but in their last matchup against Maryville University, they got off to a very slow start in which they allowed the opening 2 goals of the game to Maryville University, and they looked very lethargic and came out with no sense of urgency. Wraparound shot turned aside by the Sun Devils in front of their netminder of Ettinger. Pitching on down, Ziefel, far side faceoff circle, and held on to by Ettinger. Stops action with 15:24 remaining in the first period of play, but like as I was saying, Sun Devils got off to a very slow start against Maryville University, but thanks to a strong power play performance in which they racked up not 1, not 2, but 3 power play goals, including the game winner in OT, resulted in the Saints getting upset by the 10 seed Sun Devils. Maryville was the 5th seed at the time. Pitches over to Polson on the near side. Back over to Carl. Carl dumps it on in. Goes below the goal line of Ettinger. Platson collects it on her stick. Near side corner. Looking to penetrate on in. Adamick. Zasha Adamick to be exact. Up top for Carl at the point. Right point for Carl once again. Carl playing a game of catch alongside with Zasha Adamick. Slides it on down. Goes below the goal line. And Ettinger is out of reach. Near side faceoff circle for Ring. Ring tries to tip it on free. Right side half wall. Platson up ahead to Fleming. Fleming dumps it on in. Wholesale change of Sun Devils for Lindsay Ellis. 14:30 remaining in the first period of play. Nothing on the scoreboard here on Inferno Radio. Liberty University looks to work left to right. Almost a costly turnover right there, but no Sun Devils were able to pounce on the puck. Spins around over to the far side corner. Battles, trying to win the battle. Into the trapezoid, near side. Shovels it back into neutral ice. Jarvis dumps it on in. Reaches the tape of Carl. Here comes Battles. Battles takes it up to the red line, being pestered and hounded by Lavelle. Far side for Jarvis. Olsen racing for it in the defensive end. Far side faceoff circle. Dips it up ahead off the twig of Jarvis. And icing is assessed. Getting there in plenty of time was Aislinn Stretch. 13:47 remaining in the first period of action. Still no score. And this game is flying along because the referees are letting the players play. Face off on the glove side of Eatinger. It's strong, goes back to Peebles. Bounces off the glass on the right side half wall. Over to Peebles. Peebles with the shot attempt. Tries to redirect out in front, and the Sun Devils collect the loose change. Here comes Brydell trying to quarterback the offense. Dropping on back to Olsen. Messenbrink on the left point. Goes over to Peebles. Liberty University, the ladies in white, look to take it end-to-end. Glover racing for it alongside with Lush. Lush wins the battle, and icing is assessed as Lush beat Glover to the hash marks. We head back down to the other side of the rink for a face-off. Sun Devils go for a change. Liberty University has to stay put. Now, Liberty University doesn't score the most goals in the ACHA. That's Midland with 128. This season, Liberty's goal for rating is 86, but their goals against rating is 34. A great defensive team, and they know how to share the sugar in terms of scoring and point production. Up the gut, here comes Adamick. Sophia Adamick unable to do anything with it as the puck was a little too hot to handle, and she couldn't control it on her stick. Left side half wall, Liberty University still has control of it. Bounce out in front, Eatinger lands onto it, save, 12:56 remaining in the first period. Now the Sun Devils are off to a good start, but it would be nice if they score that goal just so they can breathe a big sigh of relief, because Liberty University, as I just mentioned, they don't score the most goals, but they are definitely an opportunistic team. Left side half wall. Unloads for a shot and held onto by Eatinger. Back-to-back plays. Brick wall out there for the Sun Devils in maroon. 12:45 remaining in the first period of play. Spoke about Haley Battles and Madison Glynn being named to the ACHA All-Athletic second team. Maddie Platson was the only ASU representative for the ACHA All-Athletic team, earning the second team membership. Left side half wall for Liberty University, and they're attacking end. They're swarming on in, trying to redirect it out in front. Too much traffic as it was clogged up. Here's set for Brydell. Brydell alongside with Craig, trying to muscle the puck on free. Goes below the goal line. Far side corner, left side half wall. Far side face-off circle. Everyone is going to have to reset for Liberty University. Full pressure on, trying to go back door. And the Sun Devils get a weak twig on it. Brydell tries to shovel the puck outside, and with the help of Craig, able to do so. Skitters over to Adamick. Near side. Now over to the far side face-off circle. Here comes Liberty University, trying to penetrate on in. Here comes Adamick. Adamick greeted by Coons, and Coons clears it down low. Brydell loses the battle with Zasha Adamick. Adamick takes it past the red line, now past the blue line. Left wing face-off circle, swarming on in, looking for an opening. Puts on the brakes momentarily, passing it up top for Oaks. Oaks with the shot attempt redirected. They're on the rebound, and Quinn saw the backdoor play, turned around. What a save! 360 like an owl right there, head on a swivel. 11:31 remaining in the second period of play. Couple of goose eggs still on the board. Face off on the glove side, right wing side of Eatinger. Stretch, slides it on down, redirected over to the left side half wall. Fleming and Ring trying to penetrate with the shot attempt out in front by Truder, and she gets turned aside by Eatinger and company. Sour Hour slides it down weakly into the slot, clogged up like an LA freeway. Left side half wall. Sun Devils got to clear the puck. You don't want Liberty University to put full pressure on you, and Ring heard me as she takes it up to the red line. Now over to Fleming onto the far side, bothered by Oaks. Ring bails her out, far side faceoff circle, trying to penetrate on in. Wide open opportunity, lets one rip. Excellent defense by Oaks. Ring swerved away and had an opening. Unfortunately, couldn't unwind for a decent look. 10:35 remaining in the first period of play, I beg your pardon. Below the goal line, almost halfway done with the second period of play. Fiddling with it, Fussy, alongside with Olsen. Messenbrink. Over to Alexandra Keith, and Keith holds on to it. 10:22 remaining in the second period. Still nothing on the scoreboard. While ASU has a higher goals for rating and a similar goals against rating, similar to Liberty, it comes down to the competition that's being faced. Trying to go backdoor alongside with Satera, and Satera can't knock it on in. Right side half wall. Circles it around. Fussy, greeted by Murphy. And we play on. Here comes Ziefel. Ziefel up to the red line for Beauchamp. Murphy swarming on in with Ketchum. Fussy near side in front of the penalty boxes. At the red line. What a series of excellent moves by Fussy. Near side faceoff circle, right wing side. Looking for some traffic out in front to help her out. Couple bodies hit the floor, and Itiger is still in the net looking for the puck, keeping her head on a swivel. And a delayed penalty on ASU. Taking the slow walk to the penalty box is Sam Murphy. A little bit of physicality between both respective programs, and unfortunately Sam Murphy is at fault as she will sit for the next 2 minutes for tripping. For the first time this evening, we will see a power play opportunity, and the roster shrinks by 1 for the Sun Devils of Arizona State. 9:43 remaining in the second period of play. Face-off on the near side, glove side in the attacking end for Liberty University. Sun Devils PK has been decent, and they blast it down to the other side of the rink. Excellent last-second defensive work by Satera. Martin comes swarming in on the forecheck. Keith has to get rid of the puck quickly. Left side half wall. Sammy Lush and Haley Martin going to battle. Still in the defensive end. Platson collects at the red line, clears it on down, back deep at the defensive end for Liberty University. 90 seconds remaining in Murphy's penalty for tripping. Adamick passing over to her left for Battles. Battles swarming on in, slowing on down at the left side half wall, working from left to right. Up top for Glover. Glover passing him back over to Battles. Looking for the backdoor play. Up top for Glover. Glover tries to redirect it on in, goes below the goal line. Searching for it. A bit of a cluster mess on the net. And Itiger wins that war. 8:47 remaining in the middle period of play. 1:04 remaining in Samantha Murphy's penalty. Face-off on the far side face-off circle. Stick side of Itinger. The Sun Devils faithful has made the trip to St. Louis. You can hear the Let's Go Devils chants make its way all throughout the St. Louis Blues practice facility. Sour Hour over to Adamick. Adamick, couple steps in, right side half wall. Sour Hour redirects it out in front, and too much bodies in the slot. Left side half wall. Up top for Sour Hour. Sour Hour scooting it over to Adamick. Playing a game of catch with it. Goes below the goal line. At the point for Stretch. Stretch. Over to Adamick. Goes below the goal line, trying to go back door. There on the rebound. Sun Devils maneuver the puck back into neutral ice. Offsides warning assessed to Liberty University. They got it out just in the nick of time. And offsides is called. Once again, the offsides warning was assessed to Liberty University, but Sasha Adamick did not listen. 13 seconds remaining in Murphy's penalty. 7:55 remaining in the middle period of play. Just a little more than halfway done with the middle period. Face-off coming on the far side in front of Liberty University's bench. Sun Devils jam the puck on the far side wall. That'll kill some time. 5 seconds remaining. And the Sun Devils blast it down to the other side of the rink. Great defensive effort by Sammy Lush. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Referee's hand goes up into the air. Easy come, easy go. 2-on-1 breaking out. And that's going to go on ASU once again. Wow, the Sun Devils just got Samantha Murphy back. But tick for tack, they're going to sit once again. And that was a close play by Liberty University as they got the extra attacker on as Keith came hustling off the rink. This time it's Haley Martin. Haley Martin trying to plead her case. We'll see what the assessment is. Haley Martin, Sam Murphy have sat for a decent amount of time during this ACHA tournament. In fact, that's how they get their rest. 7:29 remaining in the middle period of frame. Face-off coming on the near side face-off circle. Like I said in period 1, you don't want to give this Liberty University team any extra life. And now the roster shrinks by 1. Sun Devils lose Martin for the next 2 minutes. Glenn, right point. Left side, face-off circle. Dropping on back to Glenn. Glenn over to Spanier. Up top for Glover. 1:40 remaining in Martin's penalty for cross-checking. Trying to go back door. Excellent block by Sammy Lush. Lush wrestling for it alongside with Platson. Sun Devils got to be careful. Glover trying to collapse the defense. Unwinds for a shot. And it went off the back wall and held onto by Eatinger as it ricocheted over to her. 6:56 remaining in this period. Less than 90 seconds remaining in the penalty to Haley Martin. 1:27 to be exact. Face off on the glove side of Quinn Eatinger. Right side half wall. Sun Devils still have not cleared the puck on this PK. Tries to redirect it on in. Can't go 5-0, and they knock it on in. Liberty University will strike first and light the lamp. Bedlam on the crease. And Haley Martin is about to check back into the game, but it's at the expense of giving up a power play goal, as finding the back of the net was Brielle Fussy. Right now, Martin is not checking back into the game. We'll see if the referees change their minds. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Right now, Lindsay Ellis trying to discuss with the Zebras as to what the official assessment is. And 1-0 in favor of Liberty University is now official. Martin will check back into the game. I think the Sun Devils were trying to plead their case and say that Eatinger made the save initially and the referees were too slow to blow their whistle. But that is killer for the Sun Devils. Like I said, you don't want to give Liberty University any extra life, and now the Sun Devils are on the outside looking in. Ring lost control of the puck on the faceoff. Beauchamp taps it off the boards. So it's 1-0 here on Inferno TV. Near side for Ring. Ring tries to shovel up ahead to Fleming onto the far side faceoff circle. Goes below the goal line. 6:25 remaining in the middle period of frame. Near side corner. Tries to tip it on free. Lush unwinds for a shot. And Fleming can't find the loose change. Scores back into neutral ice. Sammy Lush passes up ahead to the leading goal scorer, Fleming. Fleming tries to drop it on back to Polson. Ran into too much traffic head on. 2-on-2 breaking out. Liberty University trying to work from left to right. Beauchamp looking for the opening, and it goes off the equipment of Eatinger. Tries to dip it on free as Fleming onto the left side half wall, still in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Now here comes Murphy trying to work her way up the rink. Tips it on free. Now here comes Stretch. Stretch, far side faceoff circle. Tries to kick it off free, unwinds for a shot. Series of excellent moves, not once but twice, and Eatinger had to make the save. Far side faceoff circle, we still play on. Glover lost control of it as the puck was popped on free. Unwinds for a shot, goes too far wide on the blocker side of Eatinger to do anything with it. Right point for Stretch. Stretch tips it below the goal line. 5:10 remaining in the middle period of frame. Flames on top by a score of 1-0. Stretch, near side wall. Couple steps in with the shot attempt. Doesn't even reach Eatinger. Far side corner. Satera trying to fish the puck on out. 4:50 remaining in the final moments of the second period. Near side for Stretch once again. Same result. Held on to by Eatinger. 4:43 remaining in the middle period of frame. ASU trails the Flames by a score of 1-0. The only player to average a point per game on this Flames roster was Britton Fussy. but she graduated back in December, and her sister, Brielle Fussy, scored the opening goal of this game as the puck goes flying into the bench for Arizona State. Duck and cover, coaches, and we'll reset. ASU has 4 players that have averaged at least a point per game this season. Polson, Murphy, Fleming, Platson. Got to remind everyone that there is no tomorrow, there's no later, there's no other opportunity. This is win or go home. As this is the first game being played by Liberty University in this tournament, they got a couple-day bye since they were the first seed in this tournament. Whoever wins this game will play Midland University tomorrow night. Right point, unwinds for a shot, held on to by Keith. 4:22 remaining in the middle period of frame. Midland University defeated Indiana Tech just before this game. And that will be the semifinals. Face-off drawn on the right wing face-off circle, and the attack again for the Sun Devils in the north side of the rink. Right side half wall. Beauchamp taps the puck on loose, near side for Fussy. Fussy being pestered and hounded by Craig. Near side corner. Bridell unable to get control of the puck with her twig. Martin. Now here comes Fussy. Fussy takes a pass to the blue line. One person to beat, and that's Radcliffe. Radcliffe pestering and hounding Fussy, and she smothered her into the near side corner and got control of the puck. Great defense by Burke. Near side wall for Bridell. Fussy trying to knife at the puck, loses the battle. Banks it off the boards, spits back into neutral ice for Glenn at the red line. Dumps it on in, reaches Etinger. Etinger lands onto it, 3:35 remaining in the middle period of frame. Sun Devils trailing the Flames once again by a score of 1-0. But the Sun Devils have been playing excellent up to this point. They just need to convert their chances into goals, obviously, but I would never count them out because in the previous game against Maryville University, it took them until the third period in OT, but they scored 3 unanswered goals on Maryville to win 3-2. Far side corner, 3:20 remaining in the second period. Near side for Carl. Carl flutters it on in, tries to collect the loose change out in front. Etinger could not control the rebound, and the Sun Devils tightrope out of that snafu. Glenn with the shot attempt, and she turns her hands as that went flying high of the crossbar into the glass. Still in the attack end for Liberty University. Full pressure on the Sun Devils. Glenn tries to go backdoor, up the chest protector of Etinger. Etinger keeps her head on a swivel. Sun Devils looking to clear the puck, and referees blow their whistle to stop action. And the netting got messed up. That will stop action, as Sun Devils will get a breather with 2:53 remaining in the second period of frame. Quinn Etinger and Carson Hellman have been a great 1-2 punch for Lindsay Ellis. Led the entire WWCHL in lowest goals against average and shutouts. Etinger led the WWCHL in shutouts with 9 and rode an 8-game winning streak heading into the tournament. She has won 8 of her last 9 games. Rifles it back into neutral ice, rolls back into the attack again for the Sun Devils. Lavelle, full speed to burn. Unfortunately, Spanier was faster. Far side corner, 2:30 remaining in the middle period of frame. Near side for Spanier. Spanier tries to muscle up ahead. Now here comes Battles. Battles, far side faceoff circle, drops on back to Lavelle, and Lavelle says, "I'll take that." Tries to scoot it up ahead to Olsen. Olsen bobbles it on down, back into neutral ice. Coons collects it on her twig, banks it off the boards to herself, but Beauchamp is there. Tries to go back door, shovels it on in, and Etinger bobbles it off her chest protector. And Adamick lost her stick. Yard sale happening here in St. Louis. $1.50 remaining in the second period of frame. Sun Devils season is on the line. Right side half wall, up top for Stretch. Stretch, right point, couple steps in. Circles the puck deep into the defensive end for Liberty University. And Emerson Oaks will win the foot race. Icing is assessed. We head back down to the other side of the rink. Just over 90 seconds remaining in the middle period of frame. 1:33 to be exact, with the Sun Devils trailing the Flames by a score of 1-0. Face off on the glove side of Ettinger. Murphy and Truder do the face-off. Won by Murphy. Banks off the boards. Now here comes Olsen. Olsen. 2-on-1 breaking out. Olsen and Satera gotta hurry. Murphy tries to skitter off the stick of Satera. Back into neutral ice. Back into the attack again for Liberty University. Turned over. 2-on-1 breaking out. Here comes Murphy. Murphy has to hustle into the slot, and that shot goes a little too far wide as she got pinched. Out front for Martin. Martin with the shot. Oh, she missed it. Can't go top shelf on Keith. Golden opportunity out in front. Point blank shot attempt for Haley Martin, looking for redemption after her penalty costing her team a power play goal. Near side for Peebles. Peebles takes it up to the red line, and she hits it over to Ettinger. Ettinger lands onto it. 39.9 seconds remaining in the second period of frame. Haley Martin will be kicking herself for that, but you can't put your head down. You just got to go back to work and know that the opportunities will come once again. Face off on the right wing side, on the glove side of Ettinger. Unwinds for a shot. Up top for Adamick on the right point. Goes below the goal line. Tries to center it off alongside with Adamick once more. The sister connection of Zasha and Sophia Adamick trying to do wonders with one another. Far side corner for Radcliffe. Radcliffe below the goal line. Left side half wall. Tries to kick it on free. Swinging at nothing but air was Martin in neutral ice. Getting brought down to the ground was battles by Martin, but we still play on. And triple zeros have hit the board. That's all she wrote for the middle period of frame. Same situation that the Sun Devils faced in their previous matchup against Maryville University. They are down, but they're not out. But they got to convert on their chances, and they still do not have a power play opportunity. And if they needed to score their first 5-on-5 goal during the tournament, now is the time to do so. Your season is on the line. And the players and coaching staff head back to the locker room to get replenished, refueled, and rehydrated. Let's see if the Sun Devils still have some more magic in their tank to try to salvage their season, because it's hanging on by a thread. On Inferno Radio, Sun Devils trail the Flames by a score of 1-0. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. I will see you at the beginning of the final period of regulation. Don't go anywhere. Please enjoy this interview between leading goal scorer Anita Fleming and Chase Beardsley.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another prospect interview, my fourth in this season's series. Today, it's a very good one. Today, you're going to meet Anita Fleming. She is actually one of Sam Murphy's best friends. Fun fact there. So you're going to hear a little bit about Anita and her relationship with Sam, playing with Sam, but also about Anita herself growing up in Canada, and also why she chose ASU, obviously, along with the fact, is she going to play on the line with Sam Murphy? Well, tune in and keep watching to find out. Here's my interview with Anita Fleming. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interview with some of your newest players for the ASU women's hockey team. Today, I have Anita Fleming with me. She's from Canada, Ontario, committed March 6th, just a couple months ago. Forward, and she played with Carleton U last season. So first off, Anita, how are you doing? How's your off season so far?
I'm doing great. Off season's going well. In the gym like every day. Not really on the ice too much, but hopefully I can get on soon.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, any fun plans for the summer before you head out to Arizona?
I have a trip booked to Nashville, which I'm really excited about. And I plan on maybe going to Calgary Stampede. And other than that, just working.
That's really cool. Nashville is a great city. So first off, Anita, tell us a little bit about yourself. Again, we kind of know a little bit about you from the article, but besides that, we don't really know a lot about you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, especially about your hockey background and your personal background.
Yeah, so I started playing hockey when I was like 4, like skated when I was like 2, like just always been big into the hockey. I played boys up until like I was around 9 or 10, and then I ended up going to Ontario Hockey Academy for high school, Um, I ended up committing to a Division 3 school actually, and then with COVID and everything, it didn't really work out. Ended up going to Carleton, and yeah, now I'm really excited to get started at ASU.
For sure. I mean, kind of touched a little bit about how you started playing hockey out there, but we know you're from Canada, so a huge hockey market, obviously. But how did you kind of get into hockey? Like, what were the first steps of you getting into the sport?
Honestly, I think when I was young, I just always knew that I wanted to play. I actually was like begging my parents to sign me up before I was even like eligible, like age wise. And then they ended up letting me join early, like a year early, because I knew how to skate, I guess.
Mhm.
I think my brother had a big influence because he was already playing, so I just kind of wanted to follow in his footsteps. So
I mean, that's great. Tell us a little about Canada, Ontario. I mean, we kind of know about it from a couple players that come from there, but what's your perspective on it? What was it like being raised up in Canada?
yeah, I really liked Canada. I've moved around a lot too, so I haven't always been there, but it's definitely kind of like home to me. My family's here. It's kind of like a little suburban, cute little town,
Mhm.
close to the city, so you kind of get a little bit of everything from it.
That's awesome. Yeah, close to Ottawa. We do kind of, well, some people know that you are very close with Sam Murphy. I mean,
Yeah,
she's been one of your biggest friends. How did you meet Sam? And also, was she a massive influence to join ASU?
she was definitely a massive influence for me to join. How I met her, honestly, I think that growing up, like through hockey, we never actually played together, but just through mutual friends and stuff, I think we just kind of knew who each other was, and we just started hanging out through those mutuals. Yeah, no, but she's definitely, I've gotten really close with her in the past few years, and she's had a huge influence on me making the decision to come to ASU.
I mean, that's really awesome to hear. Gotta ask though. So you said you never played with Sam, but did you guys ever like skate together? Do you know how she plays well? Do you know, would you guys be on a line together? Like, talk to me a little bit about your on ice relationship with Sam, if you've had any.
Yeah, for sure. We played beer league last year together, and we've also done like training and stuff on the ice together. We've just
Mhm.
never really played on an organized team, I guess. We're playing again the same beer league. That we're kind of running the show there. Yeah, and she's a center. I'm a left wing usually, so
Mhm.
I think we'd have some good chemistry on the ice. So we'll see how it goes. Who knows? But I would love to play on a line with her.
All right. I mean, going forward, I mean, you're from Ottawa, so maybe this answer kind of answers itself, or this question answers itself. But did you have a favorite NHL team growing up or now? And then do you have some favorite players that play either in NHL or wherever?
Yeah, I have to say I'm an ashamed Toronto fan. Always always have been. As far as favorite players, I don't really like have like that like one, I'd say like my big one favorite player, but I definitely appreciate a lot of different players. McDavid definitely up there. Not a Toronto player, but I've always liked Ela Mikheyev, kind of a strange one, but
That's an interesting one. That is one I've not heard before, but a really good choice. I remember him in Toronto and of course now with Vancouver. Um,
yeah.
Growing up, did you play any other sports or was it just always hockey?
Yeah, I've played almost every other sport you could probably imagine. I'm still playing lacrosse now. I played a lot of football. I was into soccer. Honestly, I did everything. So always been really into sports, but hockey was always the number one.
Did you ever have a number two? Obviously with hockey being your number one.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now it would be lacrosse. A few years ago, if you asked me, I'd probably say football. A few years before that, it may have been gymnastics. Um, Super big skier too. So the number two spot's been shifting around, but
No, that's
nothing
fair.
ever beat out hockey.
Yeah, that's fair enough. What was your time this past season with Carlton U? Like, how was it? And how do you think your season went?
Um, yeah, it was a really interesting experience at Carleton playing like U sport. Um, Season went okay. Definitely not where we probably wanted to end up, but it was also a transition period. We just got a new coach. And there was a lot of improvements made from the year before. So it was an exciting program to be a part of for the time being, but I definitely knew early on that I was looking to try something new.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you mentioned you want to try something new. Why come to Arizona State? What was the big reasons why you're transferring over to Arizona?
Well, Sam talked like about it, and she said she had nothing bad to say. She always had great things, and a big piece of it was all the things she had to say about like her teammates and the people. So great community and great environment. That was really big for me. And then obviously the weather just kind of sealed the deal as being like a really cool experience. And I also think just moving somewhere really far away in a big school environment, like something I'd never experienced, because I experienced a little bit of the small Division III school environment that COVID year, and then Carleton the Canadian. So I think that this was just kind of something completely out of the wheelhouse, and I'm always looking to have new experiences. So yeah.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, first off, I gotta ask, what is the weather like there in Canada right now? I mean, right now in Arizona, it's 100 degrees, but I can see you're wearing a sweatshirt. So how cold is it there?
It's really not cold. Honestly, today's a really nice day. It's 21 Celsius. So I'm not I'm not too sure what that'd be in Fahrenheit, but I just got out of the gym and this is all I had. So I'm a little sweaty right now, if I'm being honest.
No, it's all fair, all good. I understand. What's your current major and what do you want to do with it in the future?
Yeah, I'm taking economics,
Mhm.
and what I want to do in the future, I'm really not sure. I would be really interested in law, but I'm not really set in stone for anything. Maybe some finance, something in that realm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I gotta ask, Arizona State, obviously just got a new arena, Mullet Arena. Was that part of your decision to come to Arizona State?
I don't think it was part of my decision. Like, I think that if that wasn't really part of it, I still would have definitely come, but it was definitely a big perk and something that was really exciting. When I came and visited, I got to go see a game. I think they played Calgary when I was there,
Nice.
another team that I really like. So that was a really exciting experience, and being there and seeing the rink, it really like it really hit just sent it over the top as to like my interest. So
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice arena, one of the nicest, I would say, in the NCAA. I gotta ask, I mean, you mentioned you were here a couple months ago. What was your visit like? Like, what did you think of everyone? What did you think of Arizona?
yeah, I loved it. I was there, I think it was February, I want to say. So it
Mhm.
was a little cold. Um, it was a little rainy. I wish my trip was longer, to be honest. I
Yeah.
got a little sick, so I
Oh,
didn't really get, I think, the full experience, but I was really excited to meet everyone and I skated with the team and it was a really great experience. So it gave me a little taste and I'm really looking forward for August.
so we know you met Sam before. I think we covered that extensively, but what was meeting everyone else like? What did you think of them? And did you meet anyone else before you came out here in February?
Yeah, I had met Maddie before. She came and visited Sam the summer before.
Mhm.
Um, Other than that, I don't think I really met anyone, but it was a really great experience meeting them all. They were all so welcoming and just you could just tell they had great energy. And it was exactly what kind of Sam described before me going. Like she just said it was a great group of girls and the energy coming off of them was just fantastic. So it was really nice to be in the room and have that experience and it made me feel really, really welcomed.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's great to hear. What's something you're really excited about living in Arizona? Like, what's something that's really intriguing you about living down here?
Well, as I mentioned, the weather, that's something that's huge that I'm just over the top about. I
Mhm.
think the location is just something that's completely different from anything I've experienced, being down south like that. Um, Another thing, I really like Trader Joe's. I when I was on my visit, I went like every single day, so that's something a little odd, but I'm excited to just go to Trader Joe's.
That's actually really funny. But I mean, going off that, I've never been to Canada. So do they not have Trader Joe's there?
No, we do not. We have like Farm Boy. I'd say that's kind of similar, and I'm really obsessed with Farm Boy as well. So
What's so obsessive over Trader Joe's? I gotta know.
I honestly, I don't know. It's just I really can't describe it. I really like the food there. Just like it's like self-care. I don't know.
No, that's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. You mentioned you were here a couple months ago. I mean, walk me through what you did. You obviously skated with the team, but what else did you do? You also mentioned the Coyotes game.
Yeah, so I went to go see the game. I skated with the team. I was only there for I want to say like 3 days, and I was also sick, so I didn't get too much. Sam took me on a little walking tour of campus, which was cool. Um, I went to see the botanical gardens. That was really cool. Um, and we hiked Mount A, so that was also fun.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of Arizona staples right there. Last
Yeah.
question for you, Anita. What are you looking forward to most about the upcoming season?
I'm so looking forward to it. I'm really excited to get on the ice with the girls and see how we all gel. I'm excited to play in the ACHA and have that experience and see what everything's like and just kind of get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, appreciate you taking your time out of your day, Anita's. Thank you so much for that. We look forward to having you down here. Look forward to obviously getting some quotes from you coming for my articles. Hopefully seeing you on the ice. Thank you so much, Anita. I appreciate that. Again, thank you so much to Anita herself for taking the time out of her busy off season and summer to sit down and do this interview with me. Make sure to check in daily on this YouTube channel for more prospect interviews. A lot more are coming, so make sure to keep checking on to see who gets interviewed next. Hello, guys, and welcome to another prospect interview, my fourth in the season series. Today, it's a very good one. Today, you're going to meet Anita Fleming. She is actually one of Sam Murphy's best friends. Fun fact there. So, you're going to hear a little bit about
Welcome back to Inferno Radio for day 3 of the ACHA National Tournament. Sun Devils are still hyped on their bench because they know there's still 20 minutes to be played to decide a winner. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. Welcome back to St. Louis, everybody. Sun Devils are trailing 1-0 to the top-ranked team in the nation, the Liberty University Lady Flames. Sweaty palm time, but the Sun Devils have been in this position before. In their previous matchup against Maryville University, they were down by 2 goals, and then they scored 3 unanswered. All the Devils need is just 1. As opposed to yesterday, they needed 2, but now they only need 1. They're still looking for their first 5-on-5 goal this tournament. Referees call everyone to center ice. Season in the line. Let's see what the Sun Devils can do. Satera wrestling for it. Sun Devils looking to work left to right, and Liberty University right to left on your radio dial. Skinner is off the stick of Satera. Battle of the sevens. That's Truder and Coons on the near side corner. Up top for Glenn. In the attack again for Liberty University. Knocks it off the equipment of Eatinger. Coons collects it below the goal line. Unwinds for a shot once again. And Glover collects the loose change. Carl, couple steps to her left. Over to Glenn. Glenn with the shot. Shooting out in front. High slot. Sun Devils poke the puck on free. But only momentarily. with the shot once again, goes high up the crossbar. Left side half wall. Carl on the left point. Over to Platson. Platson trying to work from left to right. Intercepted by Battles. Battles blew a tire, and the puck scoots back over to Coons. Coons shovels up ahead to Martin. Martin pitches it over to Craig. Craig takes it just past the red line. Battling alongside with Oaks. Take it below the goal line. Sun Devils look to penetrate on in and work. And they score! Sun Devils! Never say die, kids! Never say die! Tristan Craig, have a weekend, kid! She did the same thing in yesterday's matchup. Coming up, C-L-U-T-C-H, clutch! Out in front, battling. You battle your behind off, and the Sun Devils tie this game. It's 1-0. It's 1-1, I beg your pardon. Excitement getting the best of me. Brand new game and plenty of time to work with. Polson dumps the puck on in. Far side for Peebles. Goes below the goal line. Trying to center out front, and they score! Oh my goodness! Sun Devils take the lead! Sun Devils take the lead! Sidney Polson! Sidney Polson! Sidney Polson! Polson! Power, baby! 2-1! 2-1! Oh, mother of mercy! 18-24! Can the Sun Devils pull off the upset victory? Is this happening right now? Is this real life? Just in the first 90 seconds of the third period, the Sun Devils take the lead. Far side for Glover. Murphy wrestling for it. Skeeter's back into neutral ice. Near side for Glenn. Rims it around. Oh, you got to be careful right there. Oh, by the way, those are the first two 5-on-5 goals for the Sun Devils, and what a time to pick them up. Left side for Glenn. Right side half wall for Truder. Goes below the goal line. Far side for Sam Murphy. Far side for Messenbrink. Just takes it past the red line. Referees blow their whistle. And offsides is called. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a real possibility that Quinn Etinger can help lead this Sun Devils program to big things. Face-off coming in front of the penalty box. Drops it on back. That's for Oaks. Oaks takes it below the goal line. Keep in mind, Liberty University has not lost an ACHA playoff game since March 2017. Right side half wall in the defensive end for Platson. Near side in front of the penalty boxes. Far side part of the boards. Near side for Battles. Battles working from right to left. Over to the near side faceoff circle. Dropping on back into the stick possession of Spanier. Spins around over to the far side faceoff circle. In front of the penalty box. Goes below the goal line. Sun Devils try to collect it and set up shop. 4 new players enter the rink for the Sun Devils. Peebles below the goal line. Hit neutral ice. Over to the right side half wall. Shot attempt. And what a save by Quinn Etinger! What a save by the netminder for ASU! Oh my goodness! Here comes Polson. Polson looking for a shot attempt. Etinger off the rink. Extra attacker. Penalty pending for Liberty. Sun Devils very good in the power play. 16-19 remaining in the final period of regulation. And tripping is assessed. Peyton Carl will sit for the next 2 minutes. Face off on the stick side of Keith, the netminder for Liberty University. 16-15 remaining in the final period of regulation. Skitters back into neutral ice. Over for Craig, near side. Craig, couple steps in. Near side face-off circle. Down low for Oaks. Right side half wall. Blast it down to the other side of the rink. Picked up on the left side half wall. Banking off the boards is Lush. Sun Devils trying to set up shop in their offensive end. Unable to do so. Looking for the short-handed goal is Glenn. Left side half wall picked up by Samantha Murphy. Murphy on the near side face-off circle in the defensive end for ASU. Tries to come up the gut. 1:17 remaining in the man advantage for the Sun Devils. Left side half wall. 15:30 remaining in the final period of regulation. Far side face-off circle. Let's one rip. Whoa! Duck and cover, coaches. That went firing into the benches. 15:23 remaining in the final period of regulation. 1:04 remaining in Carl's penalty. Face off on the stick side of Keith. What a season for this Sun Devil team. Right point for Platson, tries to knock it on in with the likes of Ring, and it just scoots off her stick. Back into neutral ice, hustling for it is Platson. Platson into the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Banks it off the boards over to Coons. 15 minutes remaining in the final period of regulation. 40 seconds remaining in Carl's penalty. And now 2-on-1 breaking out. Trying to go back door. Saved by Quinn. And what great defense! Haley Martin. That's how you protect your goalie. Redemption for Miss Haley Martin. 14:46 remaining in the final period of regulation. 27 seconds remaining in Carl's penalty. 2-on-1 breaking out for Liberty University. Looking for that shorthanded goal. And Martin says, "You get away from my goalie." .46 remaining in the final period of regulation. Sun Devils on top of the Flames, 2-1. Shot attempt off the leg pads of Eatinger. Left side half wall for Glenn. Goes below the goal line. Coons, far side circle. Makes off the board, still in the defensive end. Sun Devils got to work from left to right. Not a good power play for Sun Devils. Tries to center out in front of Battles, and the Sun Devils play some smothering defense. Carl checks back in the game. We are back to 5-5 hockey. Oh no, this is trouble. Battles, left side half wall, near side. Sun Devils were going in for a change, and they were in the midst of it. And there was a wide open sheet of ice for Liberty University to operate on. Makes it off the boards, over to Craig, right side half wall, far side faceoff circle. Up top for Truder, lets one rip, died out in front by Murphy. Goes below the goal line. Oaks, left point, lets a clapper go. Redirect by Murphy off her twig. Back-to-back plays by Sam Murphy. Dogged determination by 2-4. Oaks, left point. Tries it again, same result. Blocked out in front. Left side half wall. Trapped on to the near side. Up top for Oaks. Passing over to her right. Oaks, couple steps in, walks the line, and excellent block by Sam Murphy. What great defense for the junior forward from Ottawa. Right side half wall. Spins it around. Great pressure by Liberty University. We have 13 minutes remaining in final period of regulation. Sun Devils on top, 2-1. In the high slot, Sun Devils got to clear it. Murphy, near side for Fossell. Fossell just takes it past the red line. Wholesale change for Lindsay Ellis' squad. Far wall for Ring. Ring shovels it back into neutral ice. Passing up ahead to Fleming. Fleming, offsides. 12:33 remaining in the final period of regulation. What a game. 2-1 Sun Devils going into this period. They were down 1-0. Within the first 90 seconds, they get those 2 goals. This team never say die. Face-off drawn. Scoots back at the defensive end for Liberty University. Held on to 12:28 remaining in the final period of regulation. Face-off on the far side face-off circle on the stick side of Keith in the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Up top for Jarvis. Jarvis flips it down low. Goes below the goal line. Near side corner. At the red line for Jarvis. Over to Ring. Ring. Near side face-off circle. Goes below the goal line. Tries to redirect it on in. Got pinched and ran out of room. Goes below the goal line once again. 12 minutes remaining in the final period of regulation. Sun Devils on top of the Lady Flames, 2-1. From this point on, the Sun Devils have got to clean up their act and make sure they do not get any costly penalties. If they do, that is a death sentence against this Liberty University Flames team. Now here comes Beauchamp. Beauchamp on the far side part of the boards. Takes it up to the blue line, but no further. Dump and chase attempt, and she collects it. Great hustle. Now it's jammed on the backside wall. Trying to kick it on free is Ziefel. 11:30 remaining in the final period of regulation. Ketchum wrestling for it. Right side half wall. Goes below the goal line. Near side face-off circle. Back into neutral ice. Stretch. Rifles the puck deep into the defensive end for the Sun Devils in the north side of the rink. Spins it around. Jarvis, near side face-off circle. Spins it up ahead. Now here comes Satera. Satera, speed to burn. Penetrating on in. One person to beat, and that's Glenn. Glenn shoves her into the board. Below the goal line, and Satera runs out of room. Near side for Battles in the defensive end. Platson keeps the offensive attack alive for the Sun Devils. Dumps it on in. Satera hustling on in. Light the candle right there. Satera. Down onto the ground goes Beauchamp. Satera. That's Jersey for you. Left side half wall looking to knock it on loose. Back into neutral ice. At the red line, collecting is Fossell. Fossell, Craig, near side. Craig coming on in. With the shot attempt, held on to. In and out of the trapper. Back into neutral ice. Hustling for it, chugging for it. Here comes Fossell in the defensive end for the Sun Devils. Halfway done with the final period of regulation. Sun Devils trying to hold on for dear life. Whoever wins this game will play Midland University tomorrow night. I beg your pardon. If Liberty University wins, they play Minot State. If ASU wins, they'll play Midland. Puck is flipped into the safety netting on the near side, just outside the attacking end for Liberty University. 9:51 remaining in final period of regulation. Is this happening right now? Is this real life? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Face-off on the near side face-off circle, left wing side. Squirts back into neutral ice for Fussy. Fussy collects it at the red line. Passing over to the near side. Craig shovels the puck deep into the attacking end for the Sun Devils as the Sun Devils go for a wholesale change. Near side, Ziefel flips it on in, goes below the goal line. 9:20, trying to center off to Fussy. Far side corner. Sun Devils are the 10th seeded team. Liberty University is the 1st seeded team. If you need some reference as to how big this game is. Near side for Oaks. Oaks takes it below the goal line of her netminder of Keith. Spins it around to the far side. Back into neutral ice. Here comes Battles. Up the gut she comes, greeted by Platson, who pokes the puck on free. Ring comes to help her out on the forecheck. Far side corner. Right side half wall. Glenn unwinds for a shot. Goes off the stick of Anita Fleming. Left side half wall. 8:40 remaining in final period of regulation. Flipped back into neutral ice. Carl wrestling for it. Banks it off the boards. Over to Spanier. Spanier dumps it on in. Back into the stick possession of Platson. Platson gives it off to Glenn. Glenn. High slot goes off the breadbasket of Etinger, and Etinger lands onto it. And the Sun Devils have to tell Glenn, you get back from our netminder. Get away from our star player. The Sun Devils faithful, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way from Canada, all the way from Alaska, stomping their hands, clapping their feet. Yes, I know what I meant. Face-off on the far side, face-off circle. Let's one rip, high at the crossbar. Still in the attack end for Liberty University on the near side. Satara takes control of it. Satara trying to go off and running with her captain, Jill Ketchum. Here comes Satara. Far side face-off circle, lets a weak shot go, goes below the goal line. 8 minutes remaining. And we get a whistle, a pause of action. Player down for Liberty University momentarily. And that was Adamick. Face-off on the stick side of Keith in the attacking end for ASU. Face-off is drawn. Sun Devils trying to win it. Goes below the goal line. Near corner for Oaks. Banks it off the boards. Back over to Sammy Lush. Jarvis near side. Flings it up ahead. Here comes Oaks below the goal line. Near side. 7:40 remaining in this game. Sun Devils on top, 2-1. Dot-to-dot pass in the defensive end for Liberty University. Up ahead to Beauchamp. Beauchamp penetrating on in, takes it to the right point. Trying to set her off, and that just skitters off the stick of Peebles. Sun Devils collected again. Shot attempt, and it doesn't reach Etinger. Slides back into the defensive end for Liberty University, and that's going to be an icing with ease. We head back down to the other side of the rink for a face-off, as Carl got there in plenty of time. I can't even hear my own voice. The Sun Devils fans are super loud here in St. Louis, the We Believe Devils. 7:14 remaining in the final period of regulation. Shot attempt off the stick of Battles, scooped up by Etinger. Scooped up. 7:12 remaining in the final period of regulation. Face-off on the stick side of Quinney. In the attacking end, in the north side of the rink. Face-off drawn on the left side, half wall. Glenn, left point, lets a shot rip, redirected off of her own teammate of Adamick in the high slot. Ring, far side face-off circle, taps it off the glass. Right point, Paulson tries to get it loose. 2-on-1 breaking out, hustle, far side face-off circle, lets a shot rip. And Ring can't ring it on home. Near side wall. Here comes Battles. Battles, near side face-off circle, popped on free. Near side wall, dropped on back to Radcliffe. Radcliffe pitches up ahead to Polson. Polson has scored the potential game-winning goal as Sun Devils are up 2-1 against Liberty University with 6:25 remaining in the final period of regulation. Near side. Back into neutral ice. Coons collects it. Coons, high slot, looking to let one rip. Redirected out in front. Left side half wall. Now here comes Sour Hour. Sour Hour, high slot. Bailing her out is Glover. Glover at the top of the point. Lets one rip. Excellent defense out in front of Etinger as Murphy uses her twig to redirect the puck over to the far side corner. Referees blow their whistle. 5:55 remaining in the final period of regulation. Do you feel the magic tonight? Do you feel it? Sun Devils holding on for dear life. .909 is the time here in St. Louis. 5:55 remaining in the final period of regulation. Sun Devils 3/4 of the way there. Back into neutral ice. Over to Jarvis. Jarvis maneuvers it over to Craig. Now here comes Brydell. Left side half wall. Far side face-off circle. Goes below the goal line. Out in front. Here we go. Near side. Lets a shot rip. Saved by Etinger off her leg pads. Glenn collects the loose puck on the right point. Craig spins it around over to the near side for Lush. Bounces it free. Near side for Adamick. Devils have to get back on defense. Near side faceoff circle, lets a shot rip, and it's knocked out in front. Far side corner, Sydney Paulson. Far side part of the boards. Maneuvers it over to the left point. Taps over to Paulson. 4:55 remaining in the final period of regulation. Sun Devils on top, 2-1. Far side. Picked up by Fleming. Fleming collecting the loose change. Back into neutral ice. Spins it up ahead. Peebles hustling for it. And icing is assessed. We head back down to the north side of the rink from right to left for a face-off. Once again, Sun Devils on top, 2-1. Face off on the glove side of Quinn Etinger. Up top for Carl, lets one rip. Died out in front. Doesn't even reach Etinger. Redirected once again. Near side half wall. Trying to knife it on free is Fossell. There is Fleming. 4:15 remaining in the final period of regulation. Glenn up top. Glenn lets one rip. And it goes off the equipment of Quinn Etinger. Another big save for Quinn Etinger. 4 minutes remaining in the final period of regulation. Here comes Ketchum. Past the red line. Past the blue line. Backhander attempt. Hit weakly. Oh, the captain from Anchorage, Alaska. Full steam ahead. Recovering from a lower body injury. 3:51 remaining in the final period of regulation. Face off on the left wing side. Goes below the goal line. Right side half wall. Back into neutral ice. Now here comes Beauchamp. Beauchamp onto the far side face-off circle. Up top for Oaks. Passing over for Aislinn. Skeeters off the skates over to the left side half wall. 3:25 remaining in the final period of regulation. Sooner or later, the Liberty Flames are going to have to pull Alexander Keith to get the extra attacker. Sun Devils have control of it in the defensive end. Coons pitches up ahead to the red line for Martin. Trying to work from left to right. The captain, Jill Ketchum, collects it on the left point. 3 minutes remaining in this game. Sun Devils on top of the top-seeded Liberty University Flames. Goes below the goal line. 2:50 remaining in the final period of regulation. Near side. Tries to bounce it on free. Glenn rifles it on in, goes below the goal line, doesn't even reach Etinger. And Keith is off the rink. Extra attacker out for Liberty University. Empty net. Oh no! Referee's hand goes up to the air. They blow their whistle. 2:32 remaining in the final period of regulation. Tripping is assessed. We'll see who that goes on. And Sam Murphy, for the second time this evening, will sit in the sin bin. Keith comes back into the game. Sun Devils shorthanded. And if they really want to hold on and win, 2:32 remaining in the final period of regulation, they got to kill off these 2 minutes. They got to. Keith comes off the rink. Now it's going to be 6-on-4. Sun Devils can clinch this game with an empty netter. Face off on the right wing side. They got to focus and come together. Near side for Battles. Up top to the right point. Trying to go back door. Held on to by Etinger. Etinger! And they score. Liberty University scores. They tie the game. Murphy checks back into the game, but it's at the expense of giving up a power play goal. 2:17 remaining in the final period of regulation. Oh my goodness. Ill-advised penalty. And for the second time this evening, the Sun Devils get burned on the power play. Keith is back into the game. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Martin and Murphy, ill-advised penalties throughout the course of the game. And it's resulted in Liberty now tying this game. Sun Devils worked so hard to try to hold on to the lead. Back into the defensive end. Platson, near side corner. Banks off the boards to Ring. Maneuvers up ahead to Polson. Polson, near side faceoff circle on the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Spanier scored the power play goal for Liberty University moments ago. Ring with the shot, nobody backdoor to collect the loose change. Up top, far side, bobbles out in front, and Keith holds on to it. $1:40 remaining in the final period of regulation. We're all knotted up 2 apiece here on Inferno Radio. This might go into OT if the Sun Devils hold on. Next goal most likely wins it. Whether that's in this period, period 3, or overtime. Lush clanks it off the boards. Now this could be trouble. 3-on-2 breaking out. Here comes Peoples on the far side. Maneuvers it below the goal line. Less than 90 seconds remaining in the game. Fussing with the shot tap, goes off the equipment of Quinn Eatinger. Eatinger has been strong in net. Jarvis up to the red line, dumps it on in, but icing is assessed. Sun Devils are going to have to stay put. They were going for a change. Sweaty palm times. 1 minute, 8 seconds, third period, all knotted up. It's going to go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. No moral victories. Who moves on and who goes home? Shovels it back into neutral ice. Back into the defensive end for Liberty University. And Carl collects it. That's icing. So we head back into the attacking end for Liberty University in the north side of the rink from right to left for a faceoff. 56.7 seconds remaining in the final period of regulation. If 3 periods cannot decide a winner, we're going to get another intermission, and we'll play 20 minutes of OT, where the first goal in that OT period will decide the winner. Murphy hustling for it. Touches the puck. Eatinger's hand was up in the air requesting for the icing. Unfortunately, not called. Murphy bobbing and weaving through traffic. Is she going to take it upon herself? Far side faceoff circle. Trying to redirect out front with Ketchum. And Ketchum, unfortunately, can't maneuver herself free. Shot attempt once again. Held on to by Keith. Oh, Radcliffe and Ketchum, the Anchorage, Alaska buddies. Their third Anchorage, Alaska buddy, Ellie McKenna, hasn't suited up in a few weeks, but still, Radcliffe and Ketchum, that dynamic duo, they wanted that goal. Face-off on the near side face-off circle, goes below the goal line. 25 seconds remaining in this period. Still in the attack again for the Sun Devils. Lush with the shot, trying to go back door. Ring, near side corner, right side half wall. Looking for one final push, trying to go back door. Nobody there for the Sun Devils. 11 seconds remaining. Sun Devils need one defensive effort. Rifles it over to the near side corner. Collected by Ring. 4 seconds remaining. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Triple zeros. Hit the board. 3 periods. Could not decide a winner. We're heading to overtime for back-to-back straight games. Sweaty palm time once again, but the Sun Devils have been in this position before. Can they pull off the unbelievable upset victory and hand Liberty University their first ACHA playoff defeat since March 2017? We're going to have to wait and see. I will step aside here on Inferno Radio. Please enjoy this interview between Hannah Coons and team reporter Chase Beardsley. For the time being, Trey Matthews, I will see you in some extra period time. You're getting your money's worth. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another prospect interview. Today, I am super excited to bring you my interview with Hannah Coons, ASU's newest defenseman. Today, you'll hear a little bit about her personal life, starting from her life in Calgary. That's where she's lived the past couple of years, and she played with the Calgary Fire this past year, including winning a championship recently with the team, an impressive accomplishment with the team. So you'll hear a little bit more about that, why she chose ASU, and a little bit about her journey with hockey. Enjoy the interview. It's a really good one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interview. This time, I have Hannah Coons with me. She is one of the prospects for the ASU women's hockey team. She committed January 2nd. She's a defenseman. Last season, she played for the Calgary Fire along with the Cochrane Chaos. First off, Hannah, how are you doing? How has been your off season so far?
I'm good, thanks. The off season's been good. Training hard every day on the ice, so it's been fun. Good work.
That's great to hear. Do you have any fun plans for the summer? I know, again, it's your first summer before college, a lot of stuff to do.
Me and my family usually go out to BC in the summers, so that's always really fun. And yeah, I'll be probably lifeguarding out there, and then be down in August, start training. So not too much, but
still sounds pretty fun. Never been to BC myself. Hopefully one day I get to that part of the country. But first off, Hannah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you're a Sun Devil recruit, but tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and all that.
So I'm from Calgary, which is in Alberta, kind of above Montana. People don't usually know where that is, just Canada. I grew up here all my life. I've been playing hockey for almost 12 years now. Played pretty much other sports along with it, but I always just kind of stuck to hockey, partially because of my dad and brother played. But yeah, it's always been a good community. Yeah, I just love to play, and I
Yeah, no,
good.
for sure. I mean, you started mentioning a little bit about your hockey. I know hockey is obviously the biggest sport up in Canada, but tell me, how did you start playing? How did your interest kind of grow in hockey?
Well, like I said, my siblings and my dad play hockey, so I'm the youngest, so I was always looking up to them. But I kind of played kind of everything a little bit. I did, I played soccer all the way through, volleyball, rugby. I also did gymnastics, and once I quit gymnastics, my parents were like, well, you have to do something else. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do what my brother and my dad do. So I decided to pick up hockey, and I did not like it at the start. It was a big change from going from wearing a gymnastics leotard to hopping on skates. But yeah, I really love the environment, and I, played boys hockey for a while, but then I decided, I was like, oh, maybe I should switch to girls, which was a good decision. It was great.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting story. I mean, you played the position of defenseman. That's not the first position, I feel like a lot of people that go into hockey really choose. So how did you grow up becoming a defenseman? Why did you choose that position?
I think some of it was, again, with my dad. He plays kind of all positions. He coached me for a while as well. And he always kind of thought that I was a little bit more defensive minded, which also is usually me playing boys hockey, a bit of a safer position when we're doing contact. So I think that also played a bit of a factor. But I also think that a lot of girls in hockey tend to be defensemen due to that fact of growing up, in boys hockey, and they kind of choose a bit what people think is a safer position. And I've tried forward, and everybody kind of gets that opportunity to switch, but I've just always loved setting the plays and seeing the ice. So
Yeah. I gotta ask, what is Calgary like? I know is up in Canada, so not a lot of people have really experienced what it's like. So, what is Calgary like? Tell us a little bit about your city.
Calgary's awesome. I love Calgary. It's quite large. I think we're at like 2 million population now. I don't live in Calgary. I'm a little bit more like suburban country area. So I think that's very different than living in the city. So I grew up kind of farmland and some horses and stuff. But it's really beautiful. And a lot of people think of Canada and they assume that it's really cold and everything's all like drab, but it is really beautiful. And I'm an hour drive from the Rockies and we go skiing every day. And no, it's a gorgeous city. It's great. There's lots to do.
Yeah, I gotta ask, like, you mentioned some other sports that you did, and you just mentioned skiing. Do you guys usually ski professionally or competitively, or do you just do it for fun? Like, what's it like to do things out there for fun? Like, what do you do for fun out there?
Um, I assume it's the same. I think it's just proximity to the mountains is, we can just pack in a car and go skiing.
Mhm.
But I think it's probably different because we have more access to it, that more people do ski. Like my best friend professionally skis, which, is not as common in other places because they don't have mountains. But yeah, I don't know. We lots of playing on the ODR and the outdoor rink. So that's what we do in the winters. Every day after school on Fridays, we all hop in the car and either we'll walk or we'll drive over to an outdoor rink. And even up in Banff has some nice ones, like in the mountains. So it's quite pretty and it's super fun. Probably one of my favorite things to do in the winter.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm very jealous of the ODR. I've never skated on one yet. That is on my bucket list, but everyone on the team that is from Canada or Minnesota or anywhere, that's remotely cold, they're always like, "Oh man, it's so fun skating the ODR." And then meanwhile, out in Arizona, you can't really have that, unfortunately. But what was your time like with the Calgary Fire and the Chaos this past season? How do you think your season went?
It was really good, actually. I love playing Calgary Fire. That's kind of our elite program in Calgary. And because of that, there's not, there's girls that play hockey, but enough that there's like a small enough community where we all kind of grow up together through this program and through Calgary Fire. So it's really fun to, you play with your teammates and then you play against your friends. And so it's really a good environment. And then because my birthday is a little bit weird and I'm still in high school, so that means that like I age out of like my hockey for U18, but I still have another year to play before I go to ASU. So I played with the junior team out in Cochrane, which was also super fun and super competitive. And it's a completely kind of different environment with new girls that are older. So that was a bit of a change, but it's super fun out there too. Girls hockey across the board tends to have really good community.
Yeah, it's really good to hear. I know that's a huge thing that's being built up here is all the women's hockey, which is great. I mean, obviously, you know about the ASU women's hockey team, but there's a lot of great youth programs for females that are getting built out here. So it's great to hear that Canada is doing the same thing. I got to ask, did you have a favorite hockey team growing up or right now or a favorite player?
Um, I'm not a bandwagon player, but I've always loved Kel McCarr. I have. I just like how he plays, and as a defenseman, that's just kind of somebody I look up to. But being from Calgary, I cheer for the Flames, so
Yeah,
can't do it.
I didn't want to assume it. But I mean, you have the Calgary Flames. But Cale Makar is a good choice. I mean, I look at him, one of the best defensive players in the league. Moving a little bit forward to your commitment to Arizona State. I mean, first question right off the bat, why did you choose Arizona State?
Oh, yeah, I actually get that quite a bit because it is a big move from Canada. It's a massive leap, but my parents actually have a place down in Scottsdale.
Mhm.
So I've been a few times, and then I was also looking for a place where I can get good academics, but I can also continue to play my sport. And at whatever level it is, I just want to continue playing because I love it. And ASU just offered both of that for me, as well as like it's warmer, it's nicer. Like who doesn't want to live in Arizona? Like it's beautiful there. I mean, it's a different kind of beautiful compared to like Canada. But it's a good change, and I'm really looking forward to going there. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the team is very lucky to have you, and I'm sure they're looking forward to your arrival here. Um, but I mean, going off that, what are you most looking forward to about living in Arizona? I mean, obviously, as you mentioned, a big change from Canada, but what are you looking forward to the most about living down here?
um I think it's just I'm really excited to meet new people. I think that's the biggest thing for me is just I don't know, I kind of grew up in a smaller community, kind of the country area. There's only so many of us and everyone kind of knows everyone, but I'm just excited to meet just everybody from different backgrounds, and ASU is a big school, and so I feel like there's a lot of people there that, broaden my worldview. And yeah, especially with the hockey team, I feel like the girls seem to be very sweet and welcoming. And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm excited to go down.
Yeah, you mentioned some of your new teammates. Have you met any of them yet?
Yeah, I have. I've skated with them a few times, so I've definitely met some of them and some of the girls from the like this season, like rookies this year. I went to ID camp with, so I had met them before.
Okay, that I mean that's great to hear. Bouncing off the whole ASU thing, what's your current major that you chose for Arizona State, or if you are decided, and then what do you want to do with it in the future?
So I am currently in WP Carey for business. I want to go into marketing of some sort, and I'm not sure exactly where it's going to take me. And I originally was in for biomedical and did just switch out to switch my major, but maybe I'll switch back. Maybe I won't. We'll see I don't know, what it kind of brings and if I really like it. And if not, I'll just kind of focus on a different area of study. But
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities here. So even if you switch your degree, I mean, there's a lot here to definitely be proud of. Um, what do you think about the team so far? I mean, obviously a really good, successful last season. Uh, what do you think about the overall team? Have you been following them?
yeah, so I've obviously been following them because I think that's super important. And they have been doing super good this season, which is amazing. And I think that next season they have a lot of new girls coming in, and they seem to be pretty strong as well. And I feel like it's only going uphill for the program, especially with the new arena. It's really going to draw in a lot more attention to the team and to the program. So I can really see it excelling in the next couple years.
Well, bouncing off that, you mentioned the new arena, Mullet Arena, obviously, and then you also have the Iceplex, which is adjacent to it. Um, was that a factor in you coming to Arizona State?
I don't think so. I think I would have played at the old rink as well at Oceanside. But I mean it's a bonus. Like who doesn't want to play at an arena like that? Like that's amazing. So I think it's more of a bonus than it is a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I got one last question for you, and that is, what are you looking forward to the most about this new season where hopefully you'll be on the team full time? What are you most excited for?
I think I'm really excited to just continue developing and to continue playing. Like, I'm glad I have an opportunity to continue to play a sport that I love, and that has helped me all the way through my life. And I don't have to just give that up because I'm going to university, but it's something I can carry with me into, the next chapter of my life. And it's a consistent part of my life as well that I feel very comfortable in. And I think it's going to push me hard. So I think my skills are definitely going to improve. Um, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate your time, taking your time out to have this little interview with me, and good luck in this upcoming season. Well, I would like to say another thank you to Hannah for taking the time out of her off season to join me on this interview. Again, thank you so much to her. You can check out all the other ASU prospect interviews here on this channel. Make sure you check them all out. And also check out the other interviews I've done with other ASU players. There's always more coming soon. So make sure you check back here for more interviews when they come out. Thanks for watching, and only a couple more weeks till the season starts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another prospect interview. Today, I am super excited to bring you my interview with Hannah Coons, ASU's newest defenseman.
Welcome back to Inferno TV Radio here in St. Louis. It's about to go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. We got some extra hockey coming your way. Sun Devils and Flames all knotted up at 2 apiece. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer, thank you for sticking by me. Who goes on and who goes home? It's all come down to this. There's no tomorrow. There's no later. There's no other opportunity. It's time to do that hockey once again. Some free hockey this Friday night. Winning the draw is Liberty University. They're working from left to right. Sun Devils right to left. Sun Devils have scored most of their goals in period 3 and OT during these national tournament games. Near side, lets one rip, goes high of the blocker of Ettinger. Someone lost their stick in the process. Rifles it on down. Ketchum collects it. Battling for it alongside Adamek. 19:30 remaining in this OT period. Carl on the right point, fiddling with it. Scoops it on down to Adamek. Adamek, right side half wall. Tries to go back door, charging on in, goes high at the crossbar. Oh, that was close. That was dangerous for the Sun Devils. They should be counting their lucky stars. They got to clear the puck now. Coons onto the far side corner. Muscles it back into neutral ice. Liberty University rifles the puck down to the other side of the rink. Platson collects it. Swarming it on in on the forecheck is Stretch. The key to the game for the Sun Devils is that they got to stay out of the penalty box. Held on to by Ettinger. How did they give up both of these goals to Liberty University? Well, it was via being short-handed. Haley Martin got a penalty in period 2. Sam Murphy got a penalty in period 3, and that resulted in 2 power play goals for Liberty University. So the Sun Devils have got to be careful. Up top for Ziefel. Ziefel rifles on down low, goes high at the crossbar, skitters over to the near side corner. 8:40 remaining in this OT period. Sun Devils have all the 5-on-5 goals so far this evening. And Ettinger lands onto the puck, holds onto it. That stops action with 18:33 remaining in this OT period. Sun Devils still have not given Keith a run for her money in their attacking end. Face-off on the glove side of Ettinger. Over to Glenn. Glenn lets one rip. Close to going back door alongside with Battles, but excellent defense by Radcliffe to make sure that Battles did not go off and free. Left side half wall. Radcliffe passing it up ahead to Jarvis. Here comes Brydell. Brydell bobbles it off her stick. Back over to Carl onto the far side corner in the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Carl trying to work from left to right. Excellent smothering defense by the Sun Devils. That was Haley Martin on that defensive effort. Now here comes Ring. Ring dropping on back to Polson. Polson on one first shot. Held on to by Keith. Ring dropped it on back to Polson on the far side faceoff circle in the attacking end for the Sun Devils. And unfortunately, Keith came up big. 17:57 remaining in OT. Face-off on the far side faceoff circle. Tied up. Goes below the goal line. Near side for Glover. Glover muscles it over to the far side for Sauerhour. Sauerhour left side half wall. Unwinds for a shot. Goes below the goal line. And looks like the netting got messed up. Referees are going to have to fix that in the attacking end for Liberty University with 17:43 remaining in OT. Liberty University has been a dominant ACHA team, but the Sun Devils have got to be thinking, why not us? Up top for Battles. Battles trying to let one fire. And now here come the Sun Devils. Turned over. Ring, far side, part of the boards. Scoots it over to Fleming. Offsides warning assessed to the Sun Devils. So they collect it with ease. Are the Flames. Near side for Fussy in front of the penalty boxes. Rifles it over to the far side corner. Platson hustling for it. Collects the puck over to Fleming. Fleming playing a game of hot potato with it. Over to Ketchum. Ketchum trying to slip past the defense. 2-on-1 in favor of the Flames, and they pop the puck on free. Right side half wall on the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Working from right to left. Looking for a turnaround shot. Trying to get there on the doorstep. Sun Devils come up empty. Radcliffe tried to keep the offensive possession alive, but it came up empty. 16:50 remaining in OT. Somebody has to win this game. Fussy onto the near side part of the boards. Radcliffe and Lush, the two defensemen for Sun Devils, there on the back skate. Fussy dumps it on in. Taps it off these skates. Battles. Brydell comes hustling on in, loses the puck to Oakes. Spins it below the goal line. Looking for an opening with the shot attempt. Can't go 5-0 on Quinn Eatinger. Far side half wall. Craig maneuvers the puck below the goal line over to Lush. Below the trapezoid. Up ahead. Sun Devils look to go off and running. Battle of the nines. It's Stretch and Brydell. Stretch wins the battle on the far side faceoff circle in the defensive end for Liberty University on the north side of the rink. Coons collects it in neutral ice. Taking it just past the blue line. Tries to drop it on back. Goes back to Adamick. Coons comes swarming in on the forecheck. Now here comes Fleming. Fleming swipes the puck away on the short side, and she gets taken down to the ground. Nothing will be called. Ring banks off the boards over to Polson. Fleming looking for an opening, and referees blow their whistle to stop action with 15:33 remaining in OT. Hope you guys did not go to bed because you're in for one heck of a show here on Inferno TV Radio. Face-off on the far side, face-off circle, glove side. Up Keith. Coons lost control of the puck, squirts back into neutral ice. Now here comes Glover. Glover, far side, lets one rip, goes off the leg pads. There on the back door, excellent save! Glenn was hustling on in, and Quinn Eatinger said no. 5:10 remaining, can't muscle it on in. Referees blow their whistle. Oh, the frustration's boiling over for Liberty University. Glover has her head in her hands. She knew there was a golden opportunity. Same with Glenn. That's frustrating. You have no idea how many more opportunities you're going to get in OT. Face off on the glove side of Eatinger. Drops on back to Carl. Over to Glenn. Squirts back into neutral ice. Fleming. Santera wrestling for it. Drops on back to Sammy Lush in the defensive end. Far side faceoff circle. Tries to pitch the puck up ahead. Spins below the goal line over to the near side half wall. Back to center ice for Peebles. Lush tries to pitch it up ahead to Sam Murphy. The two Sams cannot connect. Back into neutral ice for Radcliffe. Radcliffe dumps the puck on in. Going for a change are the Sun Devils in maroon. Still in the attack again. Lush unwinds for a shot, trying to redirect out in front with Brydell, and it just grazed the stick of Brydell. Can't get it past Keith. Sun Devils there on the far side corner, battling for it. Two Flames, two Sun Devils. Who wants possession of it more? Still in the attack again for ASU. Tries to maneuver out front. Reaching it first was Adamick. Trying to work from left to right. Knocked loose. Sun Devils should be counting their lucky stars. That's not tripping. Here comes Battles. Battles with the shot attempt. And it rifles below the goal line. And it goes out of play. Stops action with 13:56 remaining in OT in St. Louis. Sweaty palm time. Face off on the near side face-off circle. On the glove side of Eatinger in the attack end for Liberty University. Right side half wall. Sun Devils trying to shovel it on out. As long as the Sun Devils stay out of the penalty box, they should be in good shape. They have all the 5-on-5 goals this evening. Hopefully that doesn't jinx anything. Brydell takes it up to the blue line, but no further. Hits it off the puck of Carl. And referee's hand goes up into the air. And making the slow walk of shame to the sin bin is Truder. As interference is called, she did not allow a Sun Devils player to get involved in the play. 13:33 remaining in OT. Tie game, 2 apiece. Sun Devils have the extra man. Roster shrinks by 1 for Liberty. Face off on the stick side of Keith. Here's a golden opportunity. Deja vu reminiscent of yesterday. Craig over to Murphy, near side face-off circle. Back over to Craig. Craig, a couple steps in. Let's one go. Just missed. Swivels over to the near side. Murphy over to Craig. Craig, couple steps in. On one's first shot, trying to redirect it. Back door. Oh, Paulson missed it. Open net opportunity. Sun Devils going to have to try this again. Murphy misses the puck. Now here comes Spanier. Spanier lets one rip. Goes just too far wide of the netting for Eatinger to do anything with it. 13 minutes exactly remaining in OT. A minute 26 remaining in Truder's penalty. Sun Devils had some golden opportunities on that man advantage. Now the faceoff is going to come in their defensive end in the south part of the rink. Everyone is ready. Hussey and Murphy do the faceoff duties. Scores back at neutral ice for Liberty University. Peebles getting chased by Polson. Polson comes swarming in on the forecheck on the near side faceoff circle. Sun Devils hustling for it. Radcliffe trying to win the foot race alongside with Murphy. Radcliffe below the goal line. A minute 08 remaining in the power play for the Sun Devils. Murphy collects it on the near side in front of the penalty box of Truder. Murphy shovels it into the attacking end. Murphy looking to bank it off the boards. Not really a good pass by Murphy as she passed it to nobody, and that was an easy clear attempt by Liberty University. 50 seconds remaining in Truder's penalty for interference. Far side for Platson. Platson on the far side faceoff circle, turns it over, shot attempt. Eatinger bails him out again. Coons, gotta be careful. Near side. That was Platson, I beg your pardon. Far side for Ring in front of the benches. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the power play for the Sun Devils. 25 seconds remaining in Truder's penalty for interference. Platson up top, over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe lets one rip, waffle boarded away by Keith. Ring collects it onto the far side corner in a bit of a cluster mess, needs some help. Martin chops at the puck, and it leaves the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Radcliffe peels over into the defensive end to collect it. And that might be the final opportunity the Sun Devils had on the power play. As Truder checks back into the game, we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Golden opportunity right there for the Sun Devils to try to clinch and punch their ticket to the next round to take on Midland University tomorrow night. 11:30 remaining in OT. Face-off coming on the near side in front of the penalty boxes. Just outside the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Trying to work from right to left. Murphy dips on back to Radcliffe off the draw. Back into the attacking end for the Sun Devils. Coming in on the forecheck. Right side half wall, scores back at the neutral ice. Ketchum collects it. Passing over to her Anchorage, Alaskan native in Berkeley Radcliffe. Both Ketchum and Radcliffe hail from that area. Alongside with Ellie McKenna, one of the captains of the Sun Devil program. Swiped away by Radcliffe. Radcliffe, far side faceoff circle, lets one rip, and Keith makes the save. Worth mentioning that Radcliffe does not have a goal this season, but that would have been a perfect time to pick it up. 11 minutes remaining exactly in OT. In the words of Eminem, knees shaking, palms are heavy. Bombing on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. Coons onto the right point for Martin. Martin spins it around. Over to Brydell below the goal line. Brydell trying to take her time. Tries to shovel up ahead. They're on the doorstep, and Martin can't backhand it on in. Rifles it below the goal line. 10:40 remaining in this OT period. Martin clanks it off the boards. Back into neutral ice. Back into defensive end. Peoples collects it. Sun Devils. Martin backhands the puck to nobody. 2-on-2 breaking out. Oh, here comes Sauer Hour out in front. Waffle board away by Quinn Eatinger. Leaves the attacking end off the stick of Sauer Hour. Stretch collects it on the near side. Swivels over to the far side. Fleming in on the forecheck. Sun Devils have got to be careful. Trying to dip it up ahead is Sauer Hour. Meets Coons. Trying to go backdoor, died out in front. Sun Devils tight rope out of that snafu. Not good passing by the Flames as it leaks back into neutral ice. Offsides warning assessed by the referees. Sun Devils come off and chugging. Here comes Ring. Ring looking for the shot attempt. Over to Polson. Polson tries to find a sliver of daylight, unable to find it. Goes below the goal line. Right side half wall. Squirts back into neutral ice. Near side for Sammy Lush. Sammy Lush there on the back skate. Near side faceoff circle in front of her netminder of Eatinger. Tape-to-tape pass over to Satera. Satera, the Jersey girl, on the near side. Trying to tip it on free. Battle of the 11s. That's Ring and Adamick. Adamick just takes it past the red line, trying to work from left to right. Glenn taking her sweet time, trying to make sure that her team doesn't get the offsides call. 8:57 remaining in this OT period. Far side for Polson. Tries to tap it up ahead to Ring. Back in the defensive end for Liberty University. Sammy Lush knocks at it. Over to the far side part of the boards. Murphy tries to tap it on free. No penalty will be assessed. That was close. Murphy has got to stay out of the penalty box. Rifles it around, rims it over to the near side. Over to Radcliffe, 8:25 remaining in this period. Turns the puck over. Over to Sauer Hour, left side half wall. Goes below the goal line. Near side corner for Ketchum. Trying to redirect it out in front. And not a good pass as Fussy can't stuff it in. Sun Devils swipe it. Storming up ahead. And unfortunately, Sun Devils get intertwined as we saw Ketchum storming up ahead. Still in the attack end for the Sun Devils. 7:50 remaining in this OT period. Far side half wall. Drops on back to Fleming. Fleming whiffs at nothing but air. Liberty University trying to work from left to right. Here comes Sauer Hour. Pop the puck on free. Excellent defense by Coons. 2-on-1 was about to break out, and Coons played some excellent defense. But Liberty University still has control of it in their attacking end. Where's the puck out in front? Brydell searching for it. Brydell tries to tap it on free. Back into neutral ice. Dropping out back to Coons. Coons stretches it up ahead, and it goes back into the defensive end for Liberty University. Collecting it is Oakes. Oakes below the goal line. Near side for Glover. Rifles it up ahead. Over to the near side corner. Lush spins it around. Near side corner for Polson. Polson tries to dip it up ahead. Offsides warning assessed to Liberty University. Now here comes Spanier. Spanier looking for a shot attempt. Excellent defense by Satera in the high slot. Sun Devils looking to work right to left. 6:50 remaining in this OT period. Far side part of the boards. Ring trying to bob and weave through traffic like a race car driver. Comes up empty with the shot attempt. Doesn't even reach Keith. Turnaround shot once again for Polson. She's frustrated. Puck rifles down to the other side of the rink. Eatinger uses her paddle to knock it over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe banks it off the boards over to Ketchum. Ketchum dropping on back to Radcliffe, I beg your pardon. Murphy, Ketchum. Near side faceoff circle for Murphy. Trying to redirect it and go backdoor with Ketchum, but that missed everything. 2-on-1 about to break out. Messenbrink. What excellent defense to knock Ziefel off the puck before Liberty went off and running. 6 minutes exactly remaining in this OT period. Time winding down. Looking for the shot attempt. Over to the left point for Oakes. Oakes, couple steps in, tries to redirect it. And into the trapper of Eatinger. She makes the save. Basket catch. 5:49 remaining in OT. Still not enough, 2 apiece. Etinger has been playing phenomenal in between the pipes throughout the course of the playoffs. Fleming is the leading goal scorer for Sun Devils, but it does not have a goal in the playoffs. Reigning WWCHL MVP does not have a goal either. They're searching for it. With the shot attempt, and that goes in and out. Etinger searching for it, down onto the ground, and the Sun Devils tightrope out of that situation. That went in and out. Oh, man. Their season is still alive. Truder, far side, looking for a shot attempt. Over to Glover. Glover with the shot attempt. Held on to by Etinger. And that leads the attack again. Oh, my God. Pardon my language. That is too close to call. Goes below the goal line. Looking for a wraparound shot. Sun Devils have got to clear this puck. 5 minutes remaining in this period. Right point for Glenn. Glenn tries to go backdoor. Misses everything. Backhander attempt. Out in front. And the Sun Devils are there. Trying to clear it. Goes off the skates of Adamick. Adamick, far side faceoff circle. Bounces out in front of Coons. Sun Devils in a bit of a snafu. They're in a pickle. They need to get out of it. Left side half wall. Goes below the goal line. Almost a costly turnover. Luckily, there's a Sun Devil there in the slot. Looking to stuff it on in. Platson has got to hustle for it. Tired legs out there for Lindsay Ellis' squad. 4:30 remaining in this game. Right side half wall. For Sour Hour. And what a save by Quinn Etinger. Waffle board away. Centering attempt. Liberty University relentless in front of Etinger. But Etinger putting up a better effort. Bounces out in front. Sun Devils have got to clear this. They keep putting themselves into bad situations. And they can't go for a change. Up top for Stretch. Fleming is there. Shot attempt. Dies out in front. 3:55 remaining in OT. Up top for Stretch. In the high slot once again. Etinger. Save after save after save. 3:40 remaining in this game. Sun Devils have got to get out of their defensive end. Schroeder is there. Man, Liberty University cannot finish. It's right there for them on a silver platter. Sour Hour. Tries to knock it on loose. Sun Devils finally clear it. They could go for a change. Oh, this could be trouble. I beg your pardon, offsides warning is assessed. Sun Devils collecting it onto the far side half wall. That's Fleming. 3:10 remaining in this OT period. What is going on in St. Louis? Tries to pass it up ahead to Paulson. Paulson goes off and running. Paulson collects it. Backhander attempt. Paulson tries to stuff it on in. And what a save by Keith. Oh my goodness. Paulson looking for his second goal of the game. Slid it just up ahead enough to break free of the two defenders for Liberty, but came up empty. This game is bedlam right now. Sun Devils have had a chance. Liberty has had a chance. And now we're going to get a timeout on the rink, and I'll step aside here on Inferno TV. 2:54 remaining in OT. Tie game, 2 apiece. Welcome back to Inferno TV Radio. 2:54 remaining in OT. Someone has to win. No tomorrow, no later, no other opportunity. It all comes down to this. In the attacking end for the Sun Devils, Craig loses the draw, goes below the goal line. Spins it around, Radcliffe keeping the offensive attack alive. Squirts back into neutral ice. Back in the stick possession of Oaks. Oaks takes a blower, netminder Keith in the north side of the rink. Near side for Adamick. Far side for Oaks. Trying to tap it on free. Sun Devils look to clear it. Can't reach the stick of Martin in neutral ice. Adamick near side, passing over to her sister. Looking to go deep on in. Etinger makes a save. And Liberty University stuffs it past Etinger. And that's all she wrote. The Adamick girls got it past Etinger. And the Flames have ended the Sun Devils season. Such a stunner for the Sun Devils. It was right there for them. Unfortunately, some costly penalties and just not enough offensive firepower in OT. And they come out on the losing end, but nothing to be ashamed of. Just improvement. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I want to thank you guys for tuning all year on Inferno TV Radio and also Inferno TV for ASU women's hockey. Liberty University moves on. They'll play Minot State tomorrow. And the Sun Devil season is now over. A great run from Lindsay Ellis and company. It ends in a heartbreaker in OT. I want to thank this program for giving me the opportunity to do play-by-play for such a great organization, for giving me a second chance. 5 years of covering women's C1 hockey, and I'm graduating in May. It's not goodbye, it's see you later. And I think the players know that too. They'll be back even better and stronger come next year. Thank you so much for tuning in on Inferno Radio. Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer, signing out for the final time this year. It's been one heck of a ride. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And we will see you next season here on Inferno TV, back in Tempe, Arizona.